Live is a motherfucker. Fuck
Yo,
your
what's up,
opinion.
folks? Yeah.
Too many police on Century and too many nigga rolls on Figaro. So I took the bitch off the Great Western, did it the raw way, and put the bitch out on Broadway.
Okay. Okay.
His name
Every
is
time I fuck them, they be back like a boomerang. Good at dodging bullets, cause I duck them like booty tang. Bitches in my backseat with a thought on my Uber, man. Gotta make a bill like Bird, but no Gucci, man. Every time I fuck them, they be back like a boomerang. Good at dodging bullets, cause I duck them like booty tang. Bitches in my backseat with a thought on my Uber, man. Gotta make a bill like Bird, but no Gucci, man. Hurt just might work. Little shirt with a tight skirt, pretty thick and twerk, then I might flirt. Gotta kill a bottle, so I keep on sipping. Looking like a model, look at how you sitting. The ass is fat with a tat to match. Like you on your back like a line I tack. Spread the cheeks, now make it clap. Grab you by the waist when I'm in it from the back. Don't pick up my phone, doorbell, go ring-a-ling. Don't come to my home, do hotel for ding-a-ling. Cheating on your hubby, supposed to be secret thing. Fuck, feel like a chubby nigga squeezing a pinky ring. Bought you a Solar R with a cute car. Thick it into car, bitch, you need a double R. Ride the young bull like you at the Settle Ranch. Golden girl cool when she nasty like blank. Sippin' that douce, I'm up in the poo say. Fuck what you say, you wet and juice say. Why hit them, quit them if they don't let me pimp them. They be blowing me up until I'm out of their system. You better give me money if you don't, then my mood to change. Ain't nothing funny, I'm the shit like a dookie stain. Air Max, good had to match, rubber burn. I'll be back like Return to the Mac. R's on my neck, I'm a capital P. About to slide through the A, gotta be low key. Had to stop to get some gas, cause the jack was on E. I spot a bitch, she got some ass and she want me to see. Think it's fucking the love, bitch, hopping my truck, bitch, please. He ain't making you nut, I'm selling pussy, no drugs. My emoji is smug, better turn your wife into my little slut. Every time I fuck them, they be back like a boomerang. Good at dodging bullets, cause I duck them like booty tang. Bitches in my backseat with a thought on my Uber, man. Gotta make a bill like Bird, but no Gucci, man. Every time I fuck them, they be back like a boomerang. Good at dodging bullets, cause I duck them like booty tang. Bitches in my backseat with a thought on my Uber, man. Gotta make a bill like Bird, but no Gucci, man. Slow down, bitch, you're moving too fast. Remove your mask, ooh, you match your ass. You seem shook, I ain't no crook, but I might stick it hard to find out you can cook. Just tell me your name, I do the same, I can't complain. Type my number in your phone, gon' till you feeling pain. I know you got a main, no we lame, watching my chain. Well, like, hate and be a part of Double R's game, see that ass sitting right. What you doing tonight? I know we just met, but yet I think we falling in light. Now my nigga bitch missing because she fucking with pimpin'. I got her up in the club, now she not up in the kitchen, but she be giving me chicken so that my diamonds are glisten. I'm giving game to you niggas, but you lames never listen. When I crack a hoe, we watch Hustle and Flow. She staring at the screen like she ain't seen it before. You get locked up, keep it quiet like a church mouse. So open mouth to get a pimp sing to the big house. Don't cry, baby bitch, you ain't got to scream and shout. I thought a roller stack, she roller skate the fuck out. We back on the dribble, I got the assist. You should make my life simple and go get another bitch. Nigga, fuck a side chick, I'd rather have a bottom bitch. When it come to paper chase, she know what to go and get it. What the fuck I say, we should get along fine. I got too much at stake to be out wasting my time. I give her one sip of soda, probably 1 grain of rice. Put her ass on the track and tell her talk to me nice. Goddamn, I gotta go get it, so I'ma get off the mic. Keepin' pimpin' alive, I see you out there tonight. I'm getting paid, she on the blade. Got more gadgets than the Everglades. Every time I fuck them, they be back like a boomerang. Good at dodging bullets, cause I duck them like booty tang. Bitches in my backseat with a thought on my Uber, man. Gotta make a bill like Bird, but no Gucci, man. Every time I fuck them, they be back like a boomerang. Good at dodging bullets, cause I duck them like booty tang. Bitches in my backseat with a thought on my Uber, man. Gotta make a bill like Bird, but no Gucci, man. Every time I fuck them, they be back like a boomerang. Good at dodging bullets, cause I duck them like booty tang. Bitches in my backseat with a thought on my Uber, man. Gotta make a bill like Bird, but no Gucci, man.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. What it do? What it do?
Live from the pit that don't give a shit.
This is Fuck Your Opinion, the podcast.
It's your man, Toucan Dan, aka Don Gotti.
I'm Don Gotti Nash. Your man, Step Lover.
It's your boy Big Rock, NY, baby.
Oh man, hey Don, why you got you sunning your man down in the corner? Got your name down there and shit, dog.
I was too busy zoned out off the shit. I forgot to even put my fucking name. Yo, it's Toucan. Everybody knows me. It's the hat.
Actually, when I got on today, the shit said Toucan. So it's like, yeah, you got to make sure you change that shit.
Yeah, you know, I was doing a little something, you know, trying to get my little mid production on, you know, doing whatever I can. Which, you know, what's up, folks? Thank y'all for tuning in. For those who are tuned in, and if you ain't, then get tuned in, motherfucker. Thank you for checking us out on Fuck Your Opinion, the podcast. We always bring the livest topics. Before we get into this, let me always give our disclaimer. The views and words and opinions shared on this podcast are those simply of the individual and not of the podcast itself. I just like to tell you that because if somebody want to say fuck Joe Biden, that's their business. We just saying on this podcast, you can say whatever you want, express yourself, and we just roll with the punches. That's all I'm saying.
It's normally that guy.
You got the you got the
We're not trying to say we don't want to point anything out, but we just saying that sometimes we just gotta let people know that
listen, let's be truthful. You know how light-skinned people be sometimes.
we gotta give a disclaimer.
You know what I mean? If you look at, you got 3 chocolate mofos on here who say the right things. It's always that light and bright that sit there and talk out the side.
That's my dog. That's my dog. The wild step, the lover, aka the gold tooth wild card, baby. That's right.
Hold on, man. I'm not exactly chocolate, man. So that's
what are you?
Yeah, I'm about to say, what the fuck is Don? Don ain't chocolate, man.
Don, you got that same complexion. What you talking?
We keep caramel. Don say he ain't dark skinned.
So no caramel.
Don just got.
Hey. So what y'all think of the trade that just went down today, man?
Hold on. First and foremost, there might be some people out there that don't know what the trade is. Don, explain the trade, because I want to.
I got trade. Don, I think I missed the trade.
Toucan don't even know
who got traded. I know who got traded.
Russell Westbrook was traded to the Lakers for Kyle Kuzma, Montrezl Harrell. Then who else they traded? KCP and the Lakers first round pick tonight. And the Wizards sent back, and then the Wizards sent back like some second rounders like in future years, like 2 second rounders in future years. But what you were saying, Dan?
Hey Don, did I not call it? Did I not say Russell Westbrook was going to the Los Angeles Lakers? Did I not say that? A few months ago, I will always say Russell Westbrook is going to the Los Angeles Lakers. We knew this. Basically, that was his audition tape. He just came to Washington to get a few dollars in between. I knew it.
I mean, he got it. What you about to say, Rock?
We giving up first round picks for a 32, 33-year-old individual?
Yeah, he worth it, man. And it's only just. I mean, they didn't give a fuck about the first round this year. They definitely. I mean, they didn't give a fuck about that this year. They needed.
I think basketball is probably one of the only sports you don't really have to worry about a first round pick.
I mean, it's depending on how high. Hey, the funny thing, man, I'm looking at the draft tonight, man. I don't know nobody in college worth. I don't know nobody. Like I don't know who the fuck coming in the league right now, man. Like this like the first year.
I got it on the TV right now, y'all, and I missed the first 1 through 5. I'm looking at the young brother right now. What pick are they on? I think they're on.
Who the kid from Oklahoma go to?
Who?
Anybody know the kid from Oklahoma, the number 1 draft pick, the kid from Oklahoma. I had him in one of our conversations.
I'm trying to pull up so right now, the Oklahoma City Thunder is on the clock. And I guess this will be the Lakers pick right here.
Was the number 1 pick.
Yeah, that's gonna be the Wizards pick though.
Yeah, Cunningham was the number 1 pick.
Yeah, Cunningham, right, from Oklahoma, from the Cowboys. Yeah, from the Oklahoma Cowboys. He was supposed to be big noise. I don't know.
He's the truth. No, he's the truth, y'all. We do know that. But I'm like Don. I'm with Don. There is a lot of sleepers in this draft, though.
Yeah, I don't know anybody.
COVID, man, that COVID shit.
I used to know people. Like I mean, damn, I can at least make it out of the lottery, and I'm like, all right, I know.
Well, listen, COVID took a lot out of college. Took a lot out of collegiate sports since that COVID shit happened, and everything was in the bubble, and everything was kind of like real quick, and the seasons wasn't really developed as far as the publicity and everything is given to college basketball on the on that basis year to year. A lot of people didn't get a chance to really hone in on who was playing and who was doing what. You had to really focus in on a lot of them tournaments that were, some of them were open, as far as broadcasts and sports, but a lot of them wasn't. So
Don pulling up the draft. Hey, real quick, shout out to Nick Hughes. Nick Hughes is tuning in with us, man. What's going on, Nick?
What's up, Nick?
Nick said the Lake Show. You goddamn right. Nothing but muscle, baby. That's what we do. And he said, yeah, motherfucker, this draft was trash. Nick, I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna disagree with you to an extent, brother. I feel like there's a lot of sleepers in this draft. There's a lot of people
Yeah.
Go ahead, Don. I don't
think it's trash. I just probably, I mean, to be honest with you, I probably just didn't do much college basketball last year or something because I just don't know nobody. Like I typically know I could typically get out of the lottery. Then when they start picking at the bottom of the first round, you're like, who the fuck is this dude? Then the second round, it'd be like a dude that's been in college for like 4 years that you know. So it's like, you know, you'll know they'll pick somebody that you might end up knowing,
but I blame it on COVID. I'm telling you, the whole lockdown and what happened with collegiate and pro sports, that really fucked up a lot of people's chances as fans to really get to see the athletes as we went through. You know, we used to that March Madness and, you know, the Sweet 16, Elite 8. We used to seeing the cream of the crops. Everybody's like, yo, we seeing these guys when they get to that level of college basketball, that championship levels, everybody gets to really hone in on the players. With the COVID shit, nobody really got, like I said, nobody really got a chance to see him. It was just basically, you know.
So I'm pretty sure it's somebody in here that it's a few of them that's gonna ball. We
no. Listen. Don't be surprised if we have 10, 15 Hall of Famers come out this month on the low. Rocky,
I mean, you don't know.
Watch Rocky. Watch what I'm saying,
man. You about to make Mr. Sims pop in shortly.
That
shit like that to make him come in. He might pop in.
He waits to hear the craziness.
Listen, because I'm trying to go up the list real quick, Don. My man Nick Hughes says top 10 pretty dope, which I agree. After that, it drops. But Nick, keep this in mind. There's a lot of dudes, man, that are real low key. We just haven't really seen a lot of footage on it. Roger Dodger said, "I've been a Lakers fan since Magic." Ditto. Magic was wearing the small shorts, but I'm worried about trying to do too much, especially when the numbers go down. I hope I'm wrong. We're gonna get into this Westbrook thing in a second. I was trying to
discuss this. Remember me and you talked about Westbrook going to LA, and we
both said it was going to happen.
And we were saying how he's going to the locker room's going to be a little bit tension because LeBron came. Russell Westbrook is not the type that play the small dog in the locker room. Me and Steph had this conversation. We was like,
hello,
LeBron's going to have to really man up. You know what I'm saying? Because Westbrook is the type, he'll take over the team. He don't give a fuck who the superstar is. We was like, hello, Grandma. Damn, what's going on here? Don, my production man is falling in the slump.
Well, listen,
I don't know, Don.
I'm gonna just say this about Westbrook because I feel like Westbrook is going to have probably one of his best seasons in LA. Rocky. I know it's a bold prediction.
That must be Mr. Sims. I'm gonna make Mr. Sims. I knew he was gonna pop in, man.
I'm gonna make it now.
What's up, man?
To have one of his better seasons, but it's gonna be a different season.
When are people gonna realize that Westbrook doesn't play team ball?
He does play team ball. He does play team ball. I don't get what people say that. He played team ball. I loved him with the Wizards, man.
He played team ball last year, Rocky.
I loved him. He always played team ball. I don't get why. I don't get the narrative.
How can he be the triple double man? How can you be the triple double king if you ain't playing team ball?
He can average 30 points. He can average 30 points a game if he wants to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's scoring.
I don't see it. I don't know.
Sims
came in right on time. What you got, Sims?
Sims a Westbrook fan.
Oh yeah, y'all talking about Westbrook going to the Lakers?
Yep.
Oh yeah, they about to be a problem.
He plays team ball, man.
They got to put that shit up. KD dipped on. First of all, that little history they try to run down is total bullshit, dog. KD dipped on that dude when they were 3-1. Like that. That's KD going to Golden State. So fuck that.
Man, we ain't talking about KD right now. You
ain't gonna talk about the best player on the planet.
Hey, KD gonna have a secret. KD gonna have a secret dude in the comments.
They try to talk about it. They try to say he wasn't a team player though, and it's bullshit. Like it's a bullshit history. He went to Houston. That team wasn't gonna win nothing. He went to Washington. He was actually balling.
He was balling with us. I loved him here.
Not with Houston. I'm with Rocky.
He balled with Houston too. He balled.
But you have like Houston had a dude. Him and James Harden, to me, is not him and LeBron and AD. That's what Westbrook needs. He need a good shoot, like somebody 3 and a 5.
Sam, we still don't have no shooters, Sims. We still don't have no shooters.
Dude, y'all got to do. Why? I don't understand. So you don't think that y'all gonna pick up some type of shooter along the way?
I pray we are. I'm a Lakers fan. I pray.
But regardless, y'all keep talking about some shooting. Y'all team gonna be intimidating, dog. You put Westbrook out there with LeBron and AD. I mean, that's too much, dog.
I mean, listen. This is what I'm worried about. You're right though. We will be intimidated, but will LeBron be intimidated by Westbrook?
Nah, dude, I ain't talking about from that round. I don't. They don't. You know that. You know that. You know LeBron gave the
I don't see that at all. I don't see him being intimidated. I think LeBron can play with anybody.
Why would he be intimidated?
Yeah, that's my question.
Westbrook might whoop him. He might whoop his ass in the locker room.
There you go. There it is.
This dude got LeBron on this team, and he hated on him so much. Like everybody else, we hungry, man.
He said he gonna whip him. No, but listen, one thing I will agree with Steph is Westbrook is the type of guy that if he feels you're not giving 110%, he gonna call you on your bullshit. Now that's the type of guy he is. Now, whether LeBron is kind of ready for a guy who's willing to push that pace every night and call, because LeBron is a guy, he'll take a couple of nights off, like an injury night. We be like, I'm gonna take a couple of nights off. Westbrook is pedal to the metal, 48 minutes down the floor. He ain't taking no real shorts. So I can see.
But everybody that plays with this dude, when they asked him about him, they say they love playing with him.
He's a competitor.
I think he fits exactly what the Lakers need.
Yeah,
so.
He's a competitor.
They do need shooters, but I think he fit like they need a ball handler. Because AD gonna be hurt. AD gonna be hurt at some point.
How is he not a team player when he averaged double-digit assists? So the guys that have single-digit assists, they're not team players, or they are. I mean,
well, let me take that back. I'll take that back.
Hold on, time out real quick. Roger Dodger made a great point, and I'm with Roger Dodger. I am the biggest Lakers fan on this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's where I was going.
Westbrook will win you the game or fuck the game up all in one motherfucking sentence. Don't get it twisted. He's done it. That's why that's why KD got the fuck out of there. That's why a couple people they've said this.
That's
that
hate.
That's the only argument is KD.
That shit ain't no real. That shit ain't a real argument, man.
You can only bring KD for that.
What do you mean it's not a real argument?
That's not a real argument.
If you don't watch
basketball, there it is. They step. He just did it, Dan. That's his little jab.
I love.
Hey, Steph, you remember we had that episode where we showed that KD and Westbrook was fucking up.
Yeah, listen.
It
was
both of them. It wasn't just Westbrook.
I know, and I'm not putting the blame solely on Westbrook. What I'm saying is, even when KD left, Westbrook will go down and dominate the motherfucking game, and then in the last 3 minutes, he'll have 8 turnovers, 25 points, and then he'll have 4 turnovers and lose the fucking game.
Hey man,
come on, bro.
Who was on his team when KD left?
Shit.
No, I give
a fuck.
You don't know. No, he had a few good players. No, but I'm a Russell Westbrook fan. Let me say, I'll say my piece. Give me like I'm a Russell Westbrook fan. Always been. But I will say this. As a fan, I've watched his games, and he has had games where in the last 3 or 4 minutes, you'll go, what the fuck? He'll get a fast break. He'll get a fast break with 3 minutes left in the 10. He'll be up by 1, and he'll pull a 3. He'll just jack
and miss everything. And you'll
be like, wait a minute, Russ, what did you jack? What the fuck was that for? It's 3 minutes left. You up by 1. Why would you just jack one out of nowhere?
He is a head case. He's an amazing player.
Westbrook is the only player that might have made a bad decision at the end of the game. Is that what I mean?
No,
that's how they sound, Chris. They sound
his ability. Listen, what I'm saying is his ability in those last 3 or 4 minutes of a game, his playmaking skills are amazing. But his actual on the court IQ, he guns. He doesn't go to where you would think a rotation. I've seen it. I've seen him gun shots you don't need to take within 3 minutes.
Let me ask you a question. He's going to be on the team with LeBron James. You think he's going to take all these crazy shots?
Hell yeah.
He will. Sometimes. No, but that's one thing about
they're gonna have.
I've watched this man In
It's a
Oklahoma,
different.
I'm a great
But he was the guy. He's not gonna be the guy. He gonna be a guy, but he not gonna be the guy.
In Russell Westbrook's mind,
he gonna be a guy, not the guy. This is first time where he go.
In Russell Westbrook's mind, he is the guy.
That's
what I mean by the alpha
be the guy, but he not on this team, man.
So let me ask y'all another question. LeBron and AD probably you can easily say in the top 3-4 players in the league. Y'all don't think that they were part of the decision bringing Russell Westbrook on that team?
No, I'm not saying it's not a bad decision.
I'm
saying like Sims. What I'm saying, I'm not saying that it was a great decision.
They bringing him there. They ain't even worried about that.
It was a great decision, but they still have to look at the fact that with 3 minutes or 2 minutes left, the Lakers up by 1. Russell Westbrook will wave off Anthony Davis in the post and take a jumper, and you'll be like, "Wait a minute, did he just?"
I like this guy, Roger Dodger. This guy, Roger Dodger, smart guy.
It might be. Hey, time out. That might be KD. Might be KD. Roger Dodger. Because I read the name and it's kind of funny. Hey, this might be KD like a motherfucker. Don't mention this. Hey, yo, you can't mention his name with KD. Hey,
don't mention his name with KD. Don't mention motherfucking LeBron's name with KD. Don't mention none of them niggas' name with KD.
I can't mention his name with
motherfucking best player on the planet.
I mean, listen, as a fan like you, I'm gonna ask you, Sims, you never seen games where Russell Westbrook took a shot that you said that was completely
a lot of people do that though. It ain't just him.
Westbrook, one of my favorite players. I say that shit all the time. That's a dumb shot. That's a bad shot.
It ain't just him
but
though.
If I'm talking about a minute in the game where he fucking up to the whole game where he kept him in the game.
No.
Hold up, Dad. I got Sims. Roger Dodger made a good point.
That shit he said didn't make no sense.
No, Roger Dodger made a good point. He's been making good points all night. Listen here.
You can tell something about a comparison.
Not only will Westbrook fuck up in the last 3 minutes, there's been time where Westbrook will fuck up the whole game.
Nah. Man.
What are you talking about? That's his MO.
I wouldn't say.
No, it really is.
That's not his MO, man.
So to your point,
he's hit a lot of game winners. That's not his MO. So that's bullshit.
You're saying that, at the crunch time or whatnot, LeBron and AD, they're gonna wave this dude off, or they're gonna sit him. How's his psyche? How's his psyche gonna handle that?
Well, this is what I'm talking about. We watch basketball. The issue with the Lakers was they look like a slow ass team. Westbrook is about to change that whole culture and that shit. And he holds people accountable.
Yeah,
they
gonna be
he holds people accountable.
And that's what I said, Sims. He's the type that if LeBron is having a night where he feel like LeBron is slacking off, he's the type that will tell LeBron, "You out here bullshit."
Man, he gonna smack that nigga. He gonna smack him in the face.
When LeBron did that though, so what you saying?
What are you talking about?
Nah,
he don't play defense.
He do play defense. He been playing defense the last few years. He been playing defense.
LeBron is about to be 36, 37. Dog. He is going to be on the decline. He ain't going to be the old dunking on everybody LeBron.
How many more years LeBron got in the league?
That's another reason LeBron got good on that team.
I just want to know when y'all gonna stop making excuses for this motherfucker.
Dude, he on your team. You just got the.
I'm not making
problem, man. I just don't understand, man.
I keep telling you, I am a Lakers fan. I critique my own team, dude. I watch every Lakers game all year.
Hey, Laker fans is damn near Cowboy fans, man.
They the
same fans. Hey, they the same fans, man. They the same
people, dog.
Yeah, they the same fans.
How many years does LeBron have left in the league?
About 2 to 3.
Yeah.
He got a strong 2 to 3, but he could probably play longer than that.
Yeah, he's 36. Realistic.
Hey Rocky, I got one for you. If he ever learned how to post up and play like a big man, a strong man, and realize that he can overpower everybody on the court, he can play another 5-10 years.
Let's get Bayless. You trying to say LeBron don't play strong?
Hey Don, ain't that a compliment right there?
That's a diss, man. And he played strong as a motherfucker.
Man,
that's crazy, man. How you going to the whole?
All I'm asking is, you trying to say LeBron?
Come on, man. I just said the man learned how to post up and
LeBron
be
is damn
strong.
bully when he play ball. When
Well, he has.
He has a post up move that he used,
That
man.
bully ball shit ain't working no more. Oh,
in the few seasons that he's been playing, and especially with the Lakers, he's been playing the post game.
He's been
playing the post game.
He over there, Joe, stressed out.
Next topic, man. I can't even talk to this debate.
Anyway, let me.
You literally saying LeBron got to play strong.
What you guys?
LeBron got to play big boy ball. Yes.
He play big, man. I don't know what else he's playing because he probably got. He played big ball.
Hey, Don, I'm about to get a laugh out of this. Let's get Bayless. What's on LeBron's MO then? You gave me Westbrook. What's LeBron's when it comes to his offensive game?
Well, this year is going to have to change a little bit, brother. This year,
I'm talking about what he is, because you saying he don't play strong. I need to understand what you think his MO is.
What is MO? He's like a super Robin. He's like Batman. You got Batman and AD, then you got Robin. He's like a super Robin, right? And then Westbrook's coming. Westbrook's going to be like Superman. Let me just say this before we move on to the last topic. Westbrook is going to have one of the greatest careers he has ever had in LA this year, and we will win a championship. But we got to get some shooters.
All right. You don't have to get shooters, man.
And he might smack LeBron
win the championship.
Huh?
You went through all that shit talk you was doing to say that y'all gonna win the championship.
I said we might. If Brooklyn is healthy, it's over. Kevin Durant is the best player on the planet.
You don't think? Hold on. You don't think that? You don't think LA matches up with Brooklyn?
No.
How?
What are you drinking? No.
What?
Dude, so let's talk a little basketball. Brooklyn has 3 guards. Y'all got LeBron and AD.
No.
Who gonna kill them on the block?
LeBron and AD.
Who gonna rebound, dog? Who gonna be on the
them
board?
dudes don't play no defense.
Oh my god.
The number one defense.
You know AD's always in the running for defensive player of the year, right?
They're the number one defense in the league. What you talking about?
Yeah, they were. They were.
It's your team, man.
Let me tell you something.
It's your team.
It's
your team too.
Hey, Rocky, when you go home in the first round to the Phoenix Suns, you got to do some rebuilding. You got to do some rebuilding and some identity.
We ain't gonna bring no common sense into this conversation and say AD was injured, though, right?
No.
Whoa. Next man up.
No, exactly.
That's the dumbest comment I ever heard in my life when they say that next man
Next
up.
man up.
If LeBron had to beat the Suns, guess what they'd have did, Rocky? He's the king. He's the greatest. He's the chosen one. Get the fuck out of here. He quit on him again. Get it out. He's a quitter.
If they would have had Westbrook in that series, Phoenix wouldn't have got out there. He would, and Devin Booker wouldn't have put up 50-point games on him. And
you know the thing about hold on. You know the thing about ifs. If I had 2 more inches, I'd be porn star.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, if you had another quarterback, you have 3. So I don't know. I mean,
hey Sam, if you had a quarterback, you might go to the playoffs.
So the
Hey, did you see the defense is coming back? Everybody healthy, bro. Everybody healthy.
Hey, Roger Dodger, aka KD on YouTube.
That is definitely
I'm realistic
KD.
Lakers
Hey,
fan.
Kevin Durant. Hey, Roger
But
Dodger.
But Brooklyn is
like
a different
Roger
animal. KD on our show, man. We made it big,
welcome
man.
you to the show, KD. We appreciate it, man. We love the fact that you watch us. Thank you, bro.
Hey, that's what hitting us up from Tokyo too. That's what I'm talking about.
That's why we
KD, you know we represent the DMV area, man. You know, support us, man.
Shout out to KD.
Yeah, I love KD, man. That's my guy, man. Best player on the planet.
Obviously, he loves you. He chatted in.
Don't worry about it. You worry about Jimmy Garoppolo.
What you got, Don?
Simone Biles, man.
Yeah,
the Simone Biles joint, man.
Because
y'all was about to talk about this on Tuesday. I'm bringing it on. So
I want Don before Don. I need you to elaborate, Don. What really happened with this situation? Because I kind of caught the tail end of it.
I did too. Yeah, go ahead.
So who knows what really happened?
Much all I heard was she they tried to say she was injured, but she basically said she was mentally out of it. Like she said that when she did, I think she did 2 competitions and she didn't really do good in them. So she felt that the next woman up was going to be better than her. So she took herself out.
And she did. Yeah, I mean, she said because basically before the actual Olympics had begun, she already said that she was dealing with some kind of mental fatigue from it.
Yeah.
In which she almost didn't participate this year. Period. These are some previous interviews. So, I guess through her performances and the way she felt as an athlete, she felt like she really wasn't giving 100% mentally. She wasn't Kobe. She wasn't there. So she basically took herself out the Olympic, for the women's gymnastics team. She took a seat, and it was a great thing. The next young lady up.
Hold on, yo.
I'm confused.
What y'all really think about this, man? Like for real. Like,
I'm about to tell you. Hold on. Okay, go ahead, Rocky. You put your hand up first, Rocky.
Go ahead. Back on Facebook.
Go ahead, Rocky.
I'm back. All right. Listen, man. See, we're talking mental health, mental fatigue, mental this, mental that. How do I feel about it? Listen, in this day and age, the people take themselves out of competitions, out of life, out of everything because of mental anguish, right? But you talk about your Mary Lou Retina's, you talk about your all these other Martina Malova, whatever the woman's name is.
Navratilova.
That played hurt, that played physically, mentally. I don't think it was the right thing to do, but that's on me. She has her own situation to be going through, whatever she's dealing with. But you are representing the country. You are the best person at that time. You should be out there on the bars or whatever on the mat.
Win, lose, or draw. I think she should. I think so.
Well, we got to think about it though. Remember, Michael Jordan left for the same type of reason.
Michael Jordan left because he was gambling on basketball, man. And that was his 1 year out.
Yeah, he had to get punished. He had to get punished.
Hey, even people in the NBA told him, they were like, the media is going to make this dude retire because y'all won't leave him alone. And that motherfucker left for a year. I'm telling you, the media is worse now, dog. I think the middle shit is valid.
Sam, I'm going to say this. I'm always the one saying some wild shit every now and then. I want to say this. I know mental illness is real. Okay. But Rocky, we grew up in a time where there was no such thing as mental illness. We Dan, let me finish.
We here at Fuck Your
Yes, listen, I'm on some other shit. I'm gonna keep it 100 because I don't bite my tongue for a motherfucking thing. It's real talk.
I love it.
All right, listen, fuck all that shit. Okay, am I tripping or did she not compete? And when she competed, she didn't do well. So after she didn't do well, then she started talking about yada yada yada. Now, what if she had landed that shit perfectly? What then?
No, your argument don't ride in this situation.
It's no argument. I'm not making an argument. I'm stating some facts. These are some facts. The facts are, it's not like she just did not compete and say, I got some things going on mentally, my physical, yada yada yada. She competed, and then she did not do as well as she was so projected or should have done. Right now, first and foremost, I'm a huge fan. Much respect for the sister, right?
Absolutely.
But listen, did she just pull a LeBron James? This is Rocky. Rocky, did she just pull a LeBron James? And quit on the Olympics like LeBron quit on Miami?
She flopped.
He quit on Miami.
Yeah, against the Mavericks, Sam's against the Mavericks, son. The greatest meltdown in NBA history. The greatest meltdown in NBA history.
I don't think he quit. He played bad. He played hard.
No, he quit. What are you talking about? He quit.
He played bad.
Did you not hear the Jimmy Jackson interview? Did you not hear Jimmy Jackson's interview?
So the difference in his Skip Bayless is he was actually on the court. He just played like shit.
No, he let motherfucking JJ, what was his name, Rocky? JJ Barrera?
JJ Barrera.
Hold him to 13 points. It was like 13. It was,
JJ Barrera wasn't checking on that. He wasn't
they
checking
called
on
J-
dude.
they called JJ
He
Barrera
wasn't
the
checking on.
Bron
He wasn't
Tupper.
check. He wasn't knowing him the game. Come on, man. Go ahead with that shit.
Hey,
The
this
Bron
gonna find the
Locker.
smallest-
Yeah, go ahead with that shit, man. He wasn't even.
find the smallest person on Dallas. He's gonna find the smallest person on Dallas and say he likes him up.
Did she pull a LeBron James or not?
No, she didn't.
I want to
This-
say,
Hey,
but I think
this completely different. I mean, it's completely
Hold on,
different. But I do
Wait.
think she quit. I do think she quit. I think you went to the Olympics. I think she should have been there, win, lose, or draw. If it was bad, if it just wasn't your year, it just wasn't your year. You come back the next time and you make it right.
I'm gonna let Dan say his part, but I'm totally against all y'all on that shit. I don't agree with it.
I just want to say this. We have to always remember, especially when it comes to the Olympics, these are team sports, and they have people that are trained just as well as much as she does and give their all to get to this point. So if she felt like her being on that team at that time would take away from them winning gold medals and achieving their goals, then she did something that was considered unselfish. And I want to give this explanation. Let me give this example. The event that she pulled out for the individual medley, when she pulled out of that competition, the very next young lady won. It was the first Asian American to win a gold medal in that event in which she dominated. So what she did to me was put on her big girl panties and say, you know what? If I feel like I'm going to be more of a hindrance to my team than the actual sit by and let other people shine and get theirs and still bring home the gold, I'm gonna do what it takes.
I'll never agree with Dan. I agree with
I was looking.
Hallelujah.
Let me finish though, because every event that she
I
actually
don't have any money for the collection plate.
Now, I'm just going to say, because I've been watching this. I've been watching it wholeheartedly every day. The events that she actually, when she took herself out of the events that her team participated in, they did better. So in that sense, she did what she was supposed to do. If you feel like you're going to hurt your team and it's a team sport and you're not performing, go sit your ass on the bench and let the next person get up.
What you just said is how it should have been handled. Don't go blaming or talking about some mental this, that, and a third. Hey,
whoa. So this is why I disagree.
That's the reason why she wasn't competing.
Listen, I'm not on my game. I'm not on my game today. I'm not. You know what? It would be better served if the next person up came in, because I'm not feeling. Blah, blah, blah.
But Rock,
the only way you can disagree with her, we got to go off of her history. She wins everything. She's off and she puts it on, like she literally has the most gold medals, the most bronze. I mean, she got
individual floor exercises.
If that person says she has a mental illness, we should listen to it.
Oh no, but I agree with you, Sim. But let me ask you this though, Sims. You're right. Her history says she wins everything, right?
Yeah.
So the minute she loses something, we blame it on mental history.
No,
is that what we're saying? Is that what I'm going to teach my daughter? Am I going to teach my daughter?
I'm going to ask you a question, dog, because you didn't even listen to what Dan said. If you're going to sit there, if this girl is always winning, and just out the blue she's not, because she was winning all the way up to this, and she blames it on something, then why would we effectively believe she knows what she's talking about, especially when she just saying, we have a full team, why would I let somebody else come up? That's going to be, because the same with old girl that played tennis. Same thing. Like
Naomi Osaka. Naomi Osaka was true.
Nowadays, the pressure that's put on them dogs.
This the Olympics, though. This the Olympics.
Thank you, Don.
This the Olympics.
You represent your country.
Yeah, right. You represent your country, man.
It's also eight other young women that are representing their countries and families too. It would be selfish for her, and then she would have a serious mental issue, and she felt like I would want to sabotage my team.
Yeah, but she's supposed to be one of the best. One of the best. So
it doesn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying.
Hey, Don, let me ask you a question, Don.
So because she's not doing well, she's not supposed to persevere. Like, come on, she could have.
Hey, Don, could you imagine if a white girl did this shit?
She would do the same thing.
What does that do with anything?
I'm answering the question.
Come on, bro.
I'm answering the question.
They are competing and invents that that mental focus is one of the best. Well, besides your body, mental focus is one of the best things you can have in competition. If she feels like she's not focused and she's dealing with whatever issues that she's dealing with personal,
So
she
why do it
deserves
then?
that.
Why compete?
I got a
That's my
question.
question. Why?
Yeah, we watch other sports. Hey, we watch other sports when they sub people out and they playing bad. We can't have like a reason. Oh, why they subbing him out? You should just keep playing, keep Kuzma in, even though he can't make it.
I mean, all right, but just
when they subbing the person out, it's because the person playing bad, right? So that's why they're subbing out.
Just say that. I'm saying, just say that. Then.
I would understand it more if they subbed her out because she was not performing.
Yeah, she's not doing great, but don't do the mental health thing.
Well, dude, she probably was, but it's a step ladder. She might not be performing good because she's not mentally into it. She's having issues.
Oh, what is she just not?
That can't be an issue. I don't understand.
I'm just saying, what is she? What is she just not? She's just not good enough this year. What that's just? I mean, I'm just saying. I'm saying, what if she just not good enough this year? She just don't want. She don't want the consequence. She don't want. I'm saying to me, it sounds like she don't want. It sounds to me like she don't want the consequence of the L. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like she don't want the L, and then she using the.
But you want a team, because you don't want the consequence. She should sabotage her entire team for her own. To prove a point to people that she can still. If she knows that she's not there.
You guys are missing the point. You guys are missing what we're all kind of saying the same thing. All I'm saying is if she's not on her game, I respect it more to say, Coach, I ain't got it.
I ain't got it.
It's the mental. It's the putting the mental. This says mental health. It's like
she did it after she failed. Sims, what are you talking about?
She was already dealing with these issues before. If y'all follow the story, I literally follow the story. I'm not making this shit up as I go along.
I'm going off what y'all saying though. You said she did it after she failed. So if she was trying to be mentally into it and figured out that she wasn't, she didn't do what she was supposed to do. Therefore, she put herself on the bench and let the person that was good come back.
Put yourself on the bench. Then don't use the mental shit. Don't use the mental shit with it. If you're not performing well,
dude, that's exactly what it is, though.
She withdrew from
but it's people that actually have those issues that you know if you
we're not saying she's crazy.
There are a bunch of Dennis Rodman and Artesses in the world, crazy mofos. Yep. She's not crazy.
Well, listen, we're not.
I'm just saying, just say that shit. Look, I'm not. Look, I'm gonna let such and such go in because I can respect that more than blaming the shit on the mental because the mental takes.
Instead of her using the words, I was mentally fatigued or mentally.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the problem with that. Because it sounds like a sore loser. Yeah, the shit sounds. It sounds like you don't want to take
I can't score. I'm taking my ball.
Yeah, I'm taking.
His
hey, yo, I ain't even got. I ain't got it tonight, yo. I ain't got it tonight.
But y'all keep talking as if she was she somehow hurt the team and she didn't.
Right.
Made the team better by removing herself.
No. We're talking about her individual thing. Like I said, I really don't know what was going on. I'm talking about her, though. I'm not talking about the team. I'm talking about what she did.
Because at the end of the day, it's somebody that's in the Olympics. Somebody's losing, so somebody's giving their best, and they taking the L. She should take her L. That's all I'm saying.
She can't take an individual L in a team event.
It's a
I understand that.
On the bench to put somebody else.
I understand that, but you giving her the excuse of saying she put herself on the bench. She's saying it's mental. So somewhere along the line.
Let me finish the statement. She put herself on the bench due to her having mental pressure, mental issue, whatever issue she had. But she put somebody better in her place, and they ended up getting a medal out of it.
Gold medal.
Hey, let me answer that. Would she have put herself on the bench if she'd have did well?
She wasn't doing well because she wasn't mentally into it. Why can't put that together?
Right. So why go to the Olympics? Why go to the Olympics?
She would have put herself on the bench.
Why did she go to the Olympics?
I'm going to answer that question.
What are we doing? Couldn't feel like that.
She actually answered that question before the Olympics started because of last year. Don't forget, this is the 2020 Olympics in 2021. She had already had feelings of withdrawing herself.
Well, she shouldn't have came.
Should have did it. Should have did it. Should have just did it. That's all I'm saying. She did it.
Whatever she wants. She's a
How you know she shouldn't have went?
She should have went, man.
even at
Hey,
90
listen,
or 80%,
we live in
better than everybody on the
we
team.
live in a
So
society, Don.
she should have fought with that 80%. I mean,
Yep.
like I said,
Yep.
she backed out.
Hey,
Hey,
Don, we
you
gotta
can't
remember, Don, what
say.
we talking about, Don. We live in a society where we give everybody trophies now. We give motherfuckers trophies who don't even play.
She
All
didn't
right?
even get a trophy. She didn't
All
get a
right,
medal.
so we
Take your L.
we
Take your L, yo.
19
Take
gold
your
medals.
L just like
Motherfucking L
everybody.
and keep it
Take
moving.
your L.
Bro.
Take your
Hey,
L and
You
come
act
back
like
in 4
you got
come
a
back
gold
4 years
medal.
later.
Hey,
She
Don,
got a
we
gold medal
we
for
gave,
mental illness or something.
we
What are
gave
you
Simone
talking
Biles 19 gold medals, which
Hey,
leads Don up to Jimmy Fallon.
this next shit about to go a little left, but
I like
I'm
left.
just saying, bro. Let her
I need to
do
get
what
off
she's
this
gonna
this.
shit.
do.
Hey, where Rock at? Yeah, this shit about to go a little left, and then you
I'd
know
rather
your
go
man.
find the third quarterback.
What you got, dog?
You worry about your quarterback. He just signed a 3-year, $41 million. Oh!
Oh shit!
Little Nas X, man. This shit's been like, this shit's been
I haven't seen this video, Don, and I don't want to see.
There we go. Here we go. There you go.
Hey, you
Hey,
gotta be
Don,
fucking
I
kidding
just
me,
said I didn't want to see this.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Nah,
man.
fuck that. We on
I
some
haven't
news.
even seen it.
Hey, here we go, yo. The truth is there is no attack you view feminine as weakness. You don't like gay black men because you are afraid of black men as a whole being viewed as weak. You cling on to your masculinity because without it, you have nothing else going for yourself.
Man, shut your gay ass up. Nobody cares about no shit like that. That's what I tell his ass. Shut your gay ass up. You want to talk about some dumb ass shit?
Hey, hold up, yo. But that's just that part of it, yo. I got some of our rappers responding to this shit.
Bitch, go get fucked on TV, nigga. Put a porn out, bitch. With that gay shit, man. Everybody not with it. It's not cool for everybody. You can't make the whole everybody not on that gay shit. Everybody don't want to get fucked in their ass. Nope. Everybody don't want to suck another nigga dick.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody not with that shit, you know?
Boosie crazy.
Hey, he telling her, hey.
Boosie my nigga. That's my type of nigga. We need, listen.
This motherfucker say he won't perform naked for charity. We're gonna suck a dick on live, nigga. Fuck the ass by all other gay rappers on live, nigga. You a dick. Nigga, you won't turn out like you won't get naked in front of kids, nigga. Go suck a dick on live, nigga.
Exactly. Fuck out of here.
Trying to fuck with the baby on that, nigga. Look, I ain't the baby. Everybody ain't with that gay ass shit in the world, bro. You know, everybody don't want their son fucked in the ass, bro. Everybody don't want their son sucking another nigga dick, bro.
Is it more to this, Don? Or is it just
It is. I got T.I. was speaking on the shit too, man. So
I seen what T.I.
Oh shit.
He was backing up
instance, the Lil Nas X, the performances and video, man, I got a lot of respect for bro because, like I said, he had the courage to live his truth. But that shit ain't for me. It just ain't for me. I ain't got a bit of looking at it. I just can't look at it. It ain't for me, right? But I feel the same way, and I don't want my children seeing it. I don't want my children seeing it. You know what I mean? Because their minds haven't developed to the place where they can wrap their minds around those type of experience and those types of visual presentations and know how to sort it out within their perception. You dig? But I feel the same way about the WAP video. I actually enjoyed the WAP video a little bit better, but I still feel the same way. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. But if you're going to have the WAP video, you're going to damn sure have the Lil Nas X video. And if you're going to have the Lil Nas X video and him living his truth, you're going to damn sure have people like the baby who going to speak their truth. And it ain't nothing wrong with none of it. It ain't got to be no hate. It's all honesty. It's all honesty. Everybody living in their truth. And if you can live in your truth and be honest with yourself and present yourself to the world as you are, then I got to respect that. Period. So I want everybody, man, to be peaceful, prosperous, live in your truth, be honest with yourself, and don't let nobody take you off of that. You dig what I'm saying? And fuck who don't like it.
Hey, man, it shouldn't really matter though, right? As long as the people that's watching are 10 years old, because they can get condoms.
Like how you tie that shit. I like how you tie that shit to like
if you got a 10-year-old that can see that shit, you might as well give him some rubbers, and then have a serious conversation with him.
They're giving him out. Cool. Y'all was all cool with that. So hey, Lil Nas.
Listen, I just said that if that's I just said that if children are exposed to this, yeah, you give them condoms at 10 years old.
Hey,
they goddamn bullshit up.
What is it? It's two things: slippery slope and Pandora's box. So when you pop it open, this is the type of shit that happens.
Go ahead, Rock. Let's keep some kind of order. Don, you want to go first? Rock, we can keep it in the way we got. Rock, what you got?
I'm ready. Y'all go ahead because I'm gonna fire his head. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I just want you to put out a disclaimer before Hood Skip Bailey goes.
So we here at Fuck Your Opinion.
We have.
Not only
all opinions and views are expressed by each individual on this podcast, and
we had Boozy, we had Boosie.
Well, and they are not.
That's real as it's gonna get. That's real as it's gonna get.
Yeah, I mean, listen. That's
the average motherfucker. Hey, to be honest with you, that's the average motherfucker.
Go ahead, Don. Everybody get their turn. Go ahead, Don. You started off. Go ahead, say what you got to say, Don.
Hold on, go ahead. Y'all can go ahead. I just was adding on that. Hold on. Roger Dodger said, as a 48-year-old East Coast brother, it hurts my heart to hear nothing from my Wu-Tang, Redman, Lost, Dipset, etc. Everybody just claps away.
Hey, go ahead, Rock. What you got, bro?
Yeah. We'll go down the line. Rock.
Well, I'm gay.
Oh, man. Y'all was maybe spit my water.
Fuck Your Opinion we bring it home, ladies and gentlemen.
So you enjoyed the video then, Rock?
At least they ain't moving that camera back to the wife in the back of the room or wherever he was at.
Right, still like.
So listen, man. I caught a glimpse of it on television the other day and was kind of wild by it. I have to. I'm agreeing on the T.I. side only because at the end of the day, who am I? I ain't gonna watch it. I ain't gonna buy it. I'm not gonna stream. So for me, it don't affect me. My kids, I try that, but I can't control it. Right? Son, I had a 16-year-old going on 30-year-old daughter. That stuff don't matter to me. Whatever he's doing. He happy. This is what my family has taught me because I have been on that side of bigotry, if you will, where at the end of the day, I got to say to myself, it ain't affecting me because it's not going to get played in my car. It's not affecting me. He's not trying to screw me. I ain't trying to screw him. Oh, well.
Funny, do y'all be quick to turn that shit when it come on the radio?
I haven't even seen this shit. I don't even know what that shit.
The beauty part about it for me, I don't listen to the radio.
Yeah, I'm glad I listen to playlists. I don't listen to no damn radio.
Right.
That shit comes. That shit, because I pay for the Sirius XM. That shit comes on the radio, but I
don't even know what that song is.
Yeah,
what you got, Sims? I want to give everybody their time before we let Step drop a bomb on this. What you got,
Sims? I should wait for Husky Bayless so I can kill all his points.
All right, well, I'll go.
You can't kill my points. My points is motherfucking.
I feel like Lil Nas X is doing this in a sense to keep pushing the envelope and the button because the more he does, the more exposure he gets. You know, at first it started out with him just wearing a little pink Versace cowboy outfit. Then he
nigga saved his career.
He's going deeper and deeper into it. Now he wants to be in the shower in prison with a bunch of butt naked niggas dancing. First of all, that is a complete fictional because ain't no. First of all, I've never been in prison, but I'm sure no shower scenes in prison are a bunch of naked men dancing in synchronicity. I never been to jail or prison where I've did that. So obviously he's providing a fantasy for those who want to indulge in whatever the fuck he's selling. As far as me feeling like what image he's projecting, I feel like he's doing that shit for the gram. He's doing it because they're paying him to. If you look at it, all the interviews
we talking about him.
All the interviews and shit he's ever done, they never ask him about his family. They never ask. It's never personal. It's always geared around his level of entertainment. So what they're doing is they're just using this kid and his level of whatever the fuck you want me to do, I'll do it. They go into that extent.
He's a poster boy for the LGBTQ ABC.
And he, right. and he's collecting money for being that. And what he, you know, I understand what T.I. means or said about him living in his truth, but it's like this. He went from just singing, riding the fucking horse, and doing Doritos commercials. Now he's Mr. Clean in the fucking shower with a bunch of guys dancing ass naked. And I think that he's really just pushing the envelope for the. I don't know if it's for the gay and lesbian agenda, but I'll go with Rock on that. He's becoming a poster child for that for the movement, and so he's feeling like I'm going to go as far as out to express myself as I can. What you say? Go ahead.
Y'all thinking too deep on this, bro. That motherfucker ain't nothing but the black gay musical Trump, dog. All he's doing is saying shit to get it. All he's doing is keeping himself in the.
He's gonna be defended doing that. He got a whole army behind him. He got a whole
that army, that LGB people, that's tough. He has an army. He has a group. He ain't going nowhere no time soon.
But y'all, I'm talking about him specifically. He's using them, but all I'm saying is he's keeping himself in the news. He's gonna keep doing this amazing, weird shit.
Technically, Lil Nas X would have been a one-hit wonder.
Yes,
he would have been a one-hit wonder. This shit right here has made him not. He's not gonna be a one. He's not a one-hit wonder because of this shit.
He's collecting a check. He is seeing profits from what he is doing. So as long as he's profiting,
pushing the envelope.
Pushing the envelope. It's just like when Lady Gaga came out. Lady Gaga came out and she was representing for the LGBT community, and she was wearing the glittery shit and the meat dresses and all that shit. Once they figure they find a lane, they're gonna push that lane, and I think it's horrible. And I think for real, on the side of being a black man, I feel it's horrible because Justin Bieber ain't never had to do no shit like this. There's no other entertainers that come out to this level of even Ricky Martin. Nobody comes out to this level of entertainment.
What the fuck does that got to do? Hold on, whoa. This ain't got shit to do with motherfucking
yes, it is.
Black or white.
Listen. When it comes to a specific agenda, black artists have to push that much in which
I get what he's saying. He's saying this is the shit he doing to keep himself on the top. They don't have to do that. He's saying they don't have to do that.
But that's on him though. That's his motherfucking gay ass. Nobody
can wonder, dog. Like,
exactly. He need to make some better music.
Yeah, he should, but he's saying that they don't have to subject themselves to this type of shit to stay.
And he don't either. He does not need to.
Oh nah, he would have been a one-hit wonder. He would that Old Town Road. He'd been performing that shit at he'd been performing that shit at 50.
Let me ask you this question. If you think, do you honestly think that a white gay artists, because they are some in the music industry, do you think the white gay artists would have to push or be pushed to do this type of shit?
Hey man,
Adam Lambert.
Can I answer the question?
Yeah.
Can I answer the question? Y'all can't give him that comparison. If he had made a second or third good song and it wasn't getting no play, I would listen to that. This motherfucker went from that one song to this shit. There wasn't no time that he was putting out good music and just wasn't getting recognized. This motherfucker went from
another artist did this, man, and it was a female. Another artist that did this, and she became an icon, right? And particularly in that community, I'm viewing this dude in those same steps.
Madonna,
1000%.
We're saying the same shit. We actually saying the same shit. Believe it or not.
But I'm saying as a man,
he's becoming the Madonna for his generation, for that group.
I just don't agree with the color side of it. I don't buy it.
I'm not even going black, white, or whatever.
See, I
was talking about Dan, what he said with the color.
Okay, but I'm just saying that's honestly how I feel, because I don't think it's on the other side of the aisle having to go to those extremes to make millions of dollars and sell a records. Then it's obviously still someone pushing these ideas. I don't think he's sitting at home like, you know what, I'm gonna do a prison scene with a bunch of naked wet ass.
Justin Bieber got like some real hits though. I think people actually like his
Justin Bieber's got some real hits, bro.
He just said he don't have to sell himself. I'm saying Dan's saying he don't have to sell his shit out to get them other hits. He making music. This dude would have been a one-hit wonder.
That's it.
it'd have been nothing else. But he didn't basically change his
and the
whole.
machine got behind this kid.
He's changed his whole.
And
shit.
what I'm saying is the machine itself got behind this
I
kid
agree
and
with
told
y'all
him.
on that.
And
I
told
agree
him.
with
We saying the same shit, and I don't think
But
he's saying it.
we're not saying the same stuff because he brought in color.
Yeah, but I don't think he specifically said
I'm going to
race.
defend what I said. Yes, I'm bringing in color because the artists are being pushed. Someone pushed this kid to do this. They're not being pushed on that side. Once Miley Cyrus started twerking and acting black, she had an immediate backlash from her fans. Immediate. She had to go back to being a fucking country music singer because they wasn't taking that shaking your ass, just a provocative twerking and shit. Her fan base wasn't having that shit. They automatically push back, but they ain't push back against Cardi B. Ain't no pushback against
because Miley Cyrus didn't have no ass.
That's it. And she couldn't dance.
Talking about Cardi B, she got a thunk Dr. Miami.
And she couldn't dance neither, Rocky. But see, this is the thing, man. That
run with it. Let me hear it. I've been waiting.
You got listen. I would love to give a whole bunch to this. But this nigga gay as shit.
Okay? I'm sure we know that. That's obvious.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Captain Obvious.
This nigga gay as a motherfucker, right?
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
But yeah, it's obvious as a motherfucker. He's in the picture you got up is this nigga with two dudes with cut off shirt and pink joint on, right? So what he just did was probably the gayest shit known to motherfucking rap hip hop ever. And what are we doing? We talking about it. Okay? This is my thing. I'm not a gay man. I don't want to see no gay men dancing. Man. I don't want to see a gay man doing a motherfucking thing, but being himself. Okay? I have the utmost respect for gay people. But I don't need you, if you're gonna push it on everybody, push it. But goddamn, dancing in the shower naked like that. I mean, listen, man. I don't know what the brother think besides what Don said. He ain't got no great hits. Old Town Road is one of my favorite motherfucking songs. Me and my children sing this shit in the car together. It's a moment. But then I have to remind myself that
you got to turn that shit down. You can't even rock that.
Nah. Listen, I mean, I generally like the song, but yeah, Roger, exactly. Madonna had a lot of hits, and then Madonna was fucking Tupac.
She didn't need to do that shit, and she
didn't need to. She didn't need to. She did it to put another lane on her career, a lane in her thing. But this dude here is trash.
The same shit that fucked Janet up. Janet tried to do that shit, and that's a color thing. That right there, you
that goes back to what I said.
Yeah,
Janet
you can put
Jackson
color to that.
One of Janet Jackson's titties popped up at the Super Bowl, and she was canceled. Madonna went half butt ass naked, and on any occasion, and she was looked at as just
but not at the Super Bowl though, bro. It don't give a
I mean, that wasn't even her fault.
We keep using this color shit as an excuse, and we're going to be stuck in the same
step. What I'm saying is, step. If you look at the artist based on that, no artist that's white or Caucasian in the industry has to take these extremes for that much notoriety.
I'd rather see a titty than motherfuckers dancing in the shower. Like that shit. That shit right there is like it's super extreme.
But listen, I think Dan making a point is just not for this specific topic, dog.
What I'm saying is if once they got into a machine of feeling like, okay, this what you're going to represent for the culture, because no matter what, he's still looked at as a young black man, gay, baby oiled up, dancing. He can be brave. He can be fucking windmilling butt ass naked. He's still looked at as a young black man. And what I'm saying is
he's taking his own decisions.
Hey, once he came out.
He's not making his own decisions.
Once he came out, he was a like, you got the Old Town Road, you got like a little kid. Oh, that's cool. Once he came out that he was gay, like shit changed.
His career went over the fucking top.
Like shit changed. Like this dude ain't just.
And then his
because of the culture we're in right now.
Yes, and he also
will embrace culture.
So, but what I'm saying is he has been pushed. Don't believe that
I know.
It's people in his corner that are in the entertainment businesses that are promoting him to do this. There are people saying, "Yeah, go do this."
You making this man sound like he a victim.
Exactly.
No, I'm not. But I'm not. Listen, what I'm saying is he is not. What I'm saying is he can also be classified as a victim because he's being it's a usage.
I refuse to say he's a victim, dog.
I have to address one thing that Steph said. You don't want to see men in the shower. I get it, dancing, right?
But no, hold on, Rocky. Before and I'm gonna let you finish, but I just need to let y'all know though that part of the reason why I haven't been on the show lately is because I was supposed to be in that video.
Oh,
hey man, hey, check them out, dog. They didn't have no light skinned dude in the whole shot, so you were right.
That's what they needed in that motherfucker, nigga. They needed me in that motherfucker.
And you know what? This is what I want. They had, Jack. People don't know, but Jack Harlow was in this video as well. If you don't know who Jack Harlow is, Jack Harlow's a young white guy, huh?
Hey, they supposed to do something naked. That's what Boozy was talking about.
Harlow was in this video, but Jack Harlow, his shoot was him with a chick in a jail cell, and he didn't even have any. He had a completely different cut scene from this shit here. And Jack Harlow was he's on the song, and he was in the video, and I'm sure obviously at the shoot. What I'm saying is, if you don't believe. My thing is, I do believe there's an agenda, and that's why people keep speaking to him in this form of saying the word agenda.
Dude, stop it! I just don't agree with none of that.
No, that dude wanted to do that video.
You don't have to agree with it.
He wanted to do this.
Tell me any other artist.
We gotta stop using that black and white shit, man.
He wanted to do that shit. I mean, he definitely wanted to do it, and it's definitely for attention.
Man, I'm gonna explain it to you. I got one for you because you're a music buff like I am, like Sims is, like Don is, like Rocky is. I'm gonna give you a white artist who did the same thing. His name was George motherfucking Michaels, and guess what it did for his career?
Ain't never danced, but as nigga.
Hey, time out.
Songs about a fellow man.
George Michael was straight. George Michael was straight when he went gay shit took an L. He took an L.
He got canceled for whipping his dick out.
He was crazy. You didn't even know. You didn't even know. You didn't even know he was gay.
Straight.
Thank you.
Right, but you didn't know that. But you didn't know that
because he didn't tell you that.
Once
you did not know. You did not know
that. Let me. I'm going to explain it. I'm a music guy.
Go.
Once his sexuality.
Hey, around that time, dude, I was 10, 11 years old. I didn't know.
Let me answer this question, dog. Let me answer it. But once his sexuality was explained, his career went down.
It went down the tank. His went down.
Once his career as a homosexual and an entertainer went down.
He was big as he is. If he would have did that shit in that group he was in, what was that group name that he was in? Like,
Wham.
Yeah, Wham. The
whole group looked gay.
Yeah, but the 80s was suspect. The 80s got some suspects.
Gay people in the past compared to gay.
You couldn't come out. You couldn't come out because we didn't play that shit. Because as fans, we didn't play that shit. Like,
but listen, our straight rappers look gay now. So what the fuck?
Correct.
I mean, now it's different. This generation it's more acceptable, and then you're gonna get.
The only thing I would say about this topic.
Hey, what I want to say is,
hold on. It's people in our area that couldn't come out because we just wouldn't allow that shit. Could not come out.
All I'm saying is this man is not no damn victim, dog. He's making all these.
He's not a victim. He's definitely not a victim.
He's not never doing no damn color.
He's not a victim.
I'll put it this way.
I'll put it this way. Going forward, let's see who else in any other race, in any other place, comes out and follows footsteps on that shit.
We just had a white football player do the same thing. Just had one. Come on, man.
He came out and said he was openly gay.
It's not even a thing to say you're gay anymore, dog. That shit's like,
exactly. Who cares? We don't give a fuck. We don't want to see this dude wanted to do this video. He wanted to do this goddamn video because he's gay.
Hold on, I'm with Roger Dodger, aka KD. This nigga said George Michael told everyone he was straight for years. He said, yeah, we thought he was straight.
I thought he was straight. But we knew he was fucking gay.
I didn't know. Hey, shit, I didn't know. At that years, I didn't think nobody was gay.
And
like,
the thing
I didn't know.
When we were kids.
The thing I'm trying to explain
Hey, when y'all
is
10 years old, because y'all could have got condoms.
the people in his corner, the people that are behind these people tell them, yo, that's not a good look.
It's not a good look. It's not a good look. Don't do it. Don't do it. You can't.
So,
nah, man.
Man, this motherfucker made so much money off this gay ass video.
Hey, Luther Vandross ain't never officially come out.
Nope.
People would
He
say
ain't never come out. When you look at it, you be like, whoa.
Freddie Jackson.
Yeah, Freddie Jackson. Oh,
man. Hold on. Have y'all ever watched the interview of Little Richard? I watched one the other night. Hey, dog, this motherfucker was, listen, he was Little Nas X to the 15th power.
Oh, yeah, he was.
And he still talked about his wife and his kid. Like, he was like, I love my wife, but...
Shut up. Shut up. It was gay shit. This shit was, it fucked you up. Like,
if everyone knows people, they had someone in the corner.
You don't have to watch the stuff. You don't have to support his stuff. You don't have to do any of that stuff.
None of that.
Let that man do whatever he's doing. Let him spin his cheddar and make his cheddar.
But what I'm saying is, in every one of these circumstances, there was always someone to say that's not a good look.
Yeah, you can do that, but that just shows you the strength of our generation. Like we just
that's a good.
You couldn't do it. You couldn't do it.
Like got this deep into this conversation when this man just all he did was make a decision to do that shit.
And we're not defending him. We're not defending him. But this generation is going to defend him. He's bigger than. Hey, he's huge right now. Like this dude is huge.
This is it. This is it, y'all. Listen, we live in a society where. If you're going to be gay, man. Be yourself. Do whatever the fuck you do. On TV right now, y'all, we have got gay monsters. We got gay vampires. We got gay dogs. We got motherfucking gay cartoons.
Muppet.
You know what I'm saying? We got LeBron James. Not LeBron James.
There it is. Damn. Hey, LeBron has been at every topic this show, man.
Hey, real quick, I want to shout out to the NBA draft. We talked about this earlier. I've been catching this shit out the side of my eye, y'all.
Yeah,
I don't know these niggas, man. I know like this. Like
I told you, dude.
None of these.
Hey, I don't even know who the pay. I don't even know who the first pick is. I don't know who. I don't even know the first pick. I was out at number one.
I'm gonna make it real simple.
I don't even know who on. Hey, I don't even know who on Duke this year. That's how bad it is for me. I don't even know who on Duke.
Listen, they got a dude whose nickname is Off Night because that motherfucker ain't. His defense so good. They say whenever he did stick somebody, they gonna have an off.
And then in the 10th pick, the motherfucking Pelicans picked a nigga named Zion Williams. Like, hold up. I was like, wait a minute, did they pick this nigga again? I forgot his name was Williamson. I was like, did they pick him again?
Hold on, man. Hey, let your man speak right quick, man. This is the next subject, man.
The Jews.
Oh!
Truly played like crap today. But anyway, let's talk
Can't
about
hear it.
COVID. You know,
I have
a buddy I play golf with. He's a great cook.
Can you hear it?
He invites his buddies and friends and over to his house often for dinner on Sundays. But a lot of us have had COVID, and a lot of us say we ain't coming over unless everybody's got their shots. So everybody comes over there and say they got their shots. 3 weeks ago, one of the ladies who's 52, who has 2 teenage daughters, she said she had got her shots, and she lied. She hadn't. She caught COVID and got real sick, went to the hospital. 9 days later, she died. So we got 2 girls who are without kids, without a mother, rather. And I got to say, we're sad and we're pissed. There's no reason for her not to have gotten her shots. Now I'm watching the Buffalo Bills. I'm watching Beasley. And I like Beasley. I love how he played for the Bills last year. But let's talk about losing his rights if he got a shot. BS. You don't have the right to drive at 0.08 alcohol in your blood. You don't have a right to drive over 80 miles an hour. Those are safety issues. This whole thing is about safety, public safety. It's not about your right. I like what Hughes, the defensive end for the Bills, is saying. Look, man, what the league says now, you're not going to get paid if you get COVID and it costs the team games. You don't have the right to cost your teammates a game check. You're taking food off their table. You don't have the right to put them in jeopardy health-wise. You don't have the right to do that. My suggestion is opt out. If you don't want to get the shot, don't play. I'm sure you got enough money to last you, but you don't have the right to put your team in financial and physical jeopardy.
But then Lamar Jackson reportedly he got the shit too. So I mean all this shit tying together, man. You know what I'm saying?
COVID's a killer. OJ's a killer. Shit,
right? I mean, whoa, OJ, like OJ, hold up. Listen to OJ talk about saving lives. It's like I don't even know.
He was acquitted. He was acquitted though. You know what I'm saying? He was acquitted.
The glove don't fit. You must.
He was acquitted. He was acquitted. But in the day, you know what I'm saying? Like you think motherfuckers should play? You think they should take the shot, man? Should everybody? Should it be? You think that shit should be mandatory?
Yeah, I would always say everybody should have the damn shot. What's the point?
Have you gotten the shot, Sims?
I got that shit like 2 months ago.
He been had it. See
what this is my problem. This is why I lay at. This is the problem I lay at. Because two of my roommates in my house that live downstairs, my cousin Pooh Bear and this lady have both gotten the shots. My other two roommates, Mimi, she goes through some medical conditions. She just got the shot yesterday. Now, every morning I get these news alerts on my phone because we do the podcast. I like to be up on news and I just like to watch news and shit. You know what I mean? But I keep seeing these motherfucking stories where people are dying who have gotten the motherfucking shot.
Dude, you gotta watch what you're looking at, homie.
No, I understand, Sam. I'm not with that clickbait shit. I'm not with I understand the Democrats throw a bunch of bullshit on the news and we get sucked in it. Don't calm down, Sims. That's a joke. I'm just
kidding. How did we get here?
I know that Sims is about to jump out that motherfucking chair. Listen,
how did we get here?
all I'm saying is this. I mean, like my boy, like this dude Lamar Jackson, right? This dude had COVID, like I had COVID. I think I'm the only one on the show that has had COVID. So this dude went out and caught this shit again.
Word.
What is to stop COVID?
The vaccine.
What do you mean? People are dying when they get the vaccine.
People still getting it with the vaccine.
They still getting it. They may not be dying, but they still getting it.
People still getting it with the vaccine.
They don't get it as severe. They don't get it as severe though, Steph Lover. That's why people are getting the shot. They don't get it as severe.
That's bullshit.
Yet people still dying after
Let's talk facts. The people that are dying recently, they said it's in the 90th percentile of people that are not vaccinated. The people that are vaccinated aren't going to hospitals. Like you said, you might get symptoms, but you are not going to be as bad symptomatic as everybody that's not vaccinated. My only question is this, though. If you are around people, you said somebody in your household has like a physical, like a actual medical condition.
Yeah.
So those are the ones that have been dying the most. Has been like obese and medical conditions. I would get the vaccine off that alone, just to protect them. I got my vaccine to protect my sister because she has medical issues, my mom, because I wanted to be around them. And they got the vaccine as soon as they were able to get a vaccine, and we're all able to be around each other with no problem. That's all I'm saying.
I'm so skeptical about it. Say I want to get it. Listen, I'm gonna be honest.
I got you.
But I want to get it, but I'm so skeptical, bro.
We've been following the CDC our whole life.
Yeah, they say it's making some people have their hearts are getting enlarged. It's a lot of stuff, man. I mean, I don't know. I'm curious.
You know what the best thing to do? Do you got like a doctor?
Yeah, I do.
Just go talk to your doctor about it, dog. Get off all the bullshit. Go physically talk to your doctor and see what they say. That's what I would go with. That's too much bullshit. What you say?
Hold on, Rock. Hold on. Who's had the shot?
I'm the only one that got a shot.
Yeah, I don't have it. I already told you. We already had this discussion. I don't have the shot, bro. I don't have it.
Y'all motherfuckers might get me COVID via the damn network. I might even get off this shit.
I'll have it, man. I'm sorry,
y'all
man.
paranoid to go get this motherfucking shot, huh?
I'm just letting y'all be y'all the test right now, man.
Hey,
I'm just letting the people that they tested right now. I want to see what's the passing grade.
My entire family, my wife, my kids, they got the shot. My wife is screaming at me every other day. You got to get the shot. Got to get the shot. What happened to my body, my rights? Let me wait on this.
You see that statistic he just put up? That's what I just told y'all.
That's not a real statistic, man. That is a
real statistic, homie.
That's not real.
Why do y'all think that ain't a real statistic, homie? Like, what? That's the problem nowadays.
Yeah, I don't want to go into
because they don't give you because they don't release all the information too, man. They cover their ass too.
Right. Well, Don, like I said, I'm your test dummy right now, and I've been fine. So
yeah, I'm gonna see how you doing. I'm gonna give you.
And I think I'm gonna go get it, and I'm only gonna go get it to protect my children, protect the people in my house.
I'm honestly, I mean, even not joking or nothing, I want y'all to get it just so y'all healthy, dog. I don't want
how many people in the world?
Too much, dog. There's too many people dying.
I got a lot of people in my house.
How many people in the world?
We like Migos in this motherfucker.
How many people in the world? About 7 billion, right?
Yeah.
Here go Rock.
Say it's about 7 billion people.
Hey, 7 billion and 3 of them are Saints quarterbacks.
How many deaths have they had with COVID over the last year or two?
I don't know how to bring that. I can pull up the statistics.
I know there's a new variant out right now. Will McCullough made a good point. There's a new variant coming out. Different
Delta variant.
Yeah, man. The Delta.
All right, but the point I'm trying to make is with the number of deaths by the number of people that there are in the country, we are talking and having a pandemic over 0.04% of people dying. 0.04% of people dying. So we should put something in our body based off of a 0.04 percentage.
And how about the people that are getting the shot that are dying from the side effects?
Oh man, so
I'm asking a question.
Let's go beyond just the dying part, dog. I got friends that got COVID that still can't taste, that have issues with their body, they have lung issues. So don't just look at death. Death is the worst. Like, you don't want to get all the way to a death. But I mean, it's still plenty people being affected by it. And honestly, dude, if you got somebody around you, like, motherfuckers can be perfectly healthy, dog, and you think they fine, but they passing around COVID, dog. Like, I'm just saying, it's just, nah. What is he saying, brother?
I'm just saying for myself right now, the numbers for me.
Your whole household got it, though, dog. That's what I want to get from you. Your whole household got it. How you ain't got it?
They the ones. I told you I can't stop them from listening to certain stuff. I can't stop them from doing what they want to do.
Let me ask y'all a question. What happens if tonight we go to sleep and niggas come in our house besides Sam's because he already got it? Motherfuckers come in our house in all black, hold us down and give us the shot. I'm trying to make some light of this shit, like, because listen, I want to be healthy. I want to protect my children, my roommates, but there's people out here, man. That I was reading an article. I don't know if it was Baltimore or Cincinnati, but 33-year-old black girl. She got both shots, perfectly healthy, and then she caught COVID again, and she died a couple of days later. I'm like, God damn, like, yo.
Dude, so I guess I'm a little more open to vaccinations because I was in the military, and that was like the first week we got shot the hell up, dog. Like, we were looking, hey, shot. Like, it was everything. But me and my wife, as soon as that vaccine became available, she worked for the state. She actually got hers before me. And I got mine since I was a veteran. I got mine a little bit after her.
Well, she probably had to, though, right?
Well, some hospitals, there's a hospital in Greenville. If the staff doesn't have their shot by the 30th,
they can't come back to work.
Oh, yeah, they terminated.
It's the same way up here in D.C. and Maryland. If you ain't got the shot, you can't go around elderly people. You can't go around sick people. You just can't. Listen, man.
That's all I'm saying, dog. Like, just get the shot, dog.
So do y'all think?
Hey, I'm on NFL shit, so I can always replay this. Y'all niggas need to get the shot.
So y'all think NFL players should take the shot?
Hell
like they
yeah.
should because of
dude. So this is the thing.
What you think, Dan?
Dan quiet up there.
You think they should take the shot, or
Dan looking up places to go get his shot,
or should be their choice?
Well, I want to say
because the NFL coming hard.
Because I wanted everybody basically speak, get their chance to say what they had to say. I haven't been vaccinated. I have nothing against being vaccinated myself. I'm just I'm still on the fence about it. I mean, as far as the NFL, and this is one thing now, I want to make 2 points. My first point is based on public opinion. If you want to get the shot and become vaccinated because you don't want to feel like you're a part of the problem more than, the solution, in which a lot of people who aren't vaccinated are being looked at as a villainous part of society, in which we're not, honestly, because if I don't have it, I don't want it because I have a greater risk myself of dying more than even the next person. So I'm definitely careful about the people I'm around and the precautions I take not to get someone sick. No one in my daughter isn't vaccinated. My wife isn't vaccinated. I'm not vaccinated. We basically keep ourselves in our own bubble. I'm not against it. If my wife says, honey, I want to go get vaccinated, I'm not going to shun her. If she doesn't want to get it, I'm not going to shun her. But it's a lot of things that people are speaking on both ends. And I mean nurses, you know me, I don't really go into, the whatever the who's websites I go by. You know me, I'm a numbers guy. Now, as far as vaccinations, I've seen nurses, I've seen plenty of people speak on, they just worried about not the effectiveness, but the way that it's come out. Because it usually takes, they say, between 10 to 15 years before a vaccine is fully tested before it can actually be applied to humans and beyond trials. Now, that is actually was noted by the CDC.
There's a reason for that.
Because of the now I understand, because of the political landscape and because of the farceness of this disease, people were asking the American government to come up with a cure, even though normal standards of coming up with viruses and things take at least a decade. Now, I understand because of public safety and health reason, they had to come out with COVID immediately because of that reason. Now, like I said, me,
before you go to the next point, can we talk about that point that you just made?
I mean, I'm just going. I'm gonna end it there so you
can.
I mean,
we just kind of made a fact right there. I got.
No, I mean, but that is a fact. If you look up the CD, normal vaccines take between 10 to 15 years before
Yeah, but do you know why this was called COVID-19?
Why the disease itself is called COVID-19?
It was So what they said was, it's been something that has what they call it when it changes. Like they've already had stuff where they were working on it already. It was actually a black woman that found a way to make it become quicker to be available. And also remember, before CDC puts anything out, you got to remember this shit was tested.
But no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the time in which they usually take to test subjects are between 10 to 15 years.
We live in the world of technology, dog. Everything's faster now.
But what I'm saying is something that takes 10 to 15 years to be actually modeled down into 9 months and scaled. Some people may have certain feelings about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying we talking numbers. Now, as far as the NFL, I feel like if you sign a contract, because these are contracted employees, then whatever the organization itself, whatever they create in rules, you have to follow. Now, if you don't feel like you should follow the rules and you have to pay $14,600 for each game mix, because I've looked this up, I've actually done my homework on this. For any player that comes up with COVID or test positive, you will be fined $14,600 per game that you missed. That's even if you get whatever game, if you're out for 2 weeks, whatever games you miss, you're fined for it. That's another thing. But as employees, if they sign a contract and the league says that this is what it is what it is. Now they saying their personal rights are being violated. That's almost. I don't want everybody to go crazy, but this is almost like when everybody was saying how Marshawn Lynch was doing those And he kept saying, "Look, I'm only speaking because I don't want to take a fine. This is a part of the job. I signed a contract. So in order for me not to take the fine, I have to do what I'm told. My boss has said this is what it is. So for NFL players that don't want to take it, I'm with OJ. Opt out.
I just found my proof on what you said. They were asking how did it get made so quickly. They said they didn't have to start from scratch because they learned from SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19. They already had that. They were already making. They were already in the process of making. So basically, this came off of SARS, which came out years ago, and they had to do some changes to that. So they didn't start from. You're talking about something starting from scratch takes 10 to 15 years. They did not have to start from scratch. So that's why
they already had it in the works, kind of.
Yeah, it was a I can't think of this damn word, but it was a mutation from the SARS. What you
right? It's a mutation.
Yeah, something.
Listen, I just want to say this because my man Roger Dodger he's been great tonight.
Yeah, he's been on
AKA Kevin Durant. But he said, I got that bitch as soon as it was ready. I'm not risking getting something that I can reduce the chance of catching. Okay, so look. I look at it like this also because I've been really wanting to do a lot of research, guys, before I got the shot myself. I have got a lot of family members that have gotten the shot. I got some family members like my brother Don who said they will not get the shot. So listen, after seeing Lamar Jackson get this motherfucker twice,
he runs too fast, nigga. He runs too fast.
Listen, this is the thing.
Hey, listen to this video. Hold on, listen to this video right quick. Rock just sent me this.
You should take the vaccine or not, well, watch the video clip because it's a game changer. Pretty much makes up your mind for you.
So what explains those numbers? This appears to be happening.
Oh, God.
Why is it happening?
Republicans, baby.
Robert Malone tried to address that question recently in a pod that was broadcast on YouTube, but YouTube took it down. They did this even though Dr. Robert Malone may be the single most qualified person on planet Earth to discuss the subject. Why? Because he helped the mRNA technology behind the COVID vaccine. We think he has a right to speak. Dr. Robert Malone joins us now. Doctor, thanks so much for coming on. In a way that's accessible to non-scientists, I hope you'll tell us, do you have concerns about these vaccines for people who aren't at great risk?
Yes. I think that one of my concerns are that the government is not being transparent with us about what those risks are. And so I'm of the opinion that people have the right to decide whether to accept vaccine or not, especially since these are experimental vaccines. This is a fundamental right having to do with clinical research ethics. So my concern is that we know that there are risks, but we don't have access to the data, and the data haven't been captured rigorously enough so that we can accurately assess those risks. And therefore, for folks like your audience, we don't really have the
I'm not giving.
Hold on, man. Let this educated white man talk, man. Hold up.
Y'all shouldn't be
and there you have it, folks. Well, if you're dumb enough to go ahead and take that vaccine, then go right ahead. But I'm telling you, I ain't doing it. If you've been wondering whether you should take the vaccine or not, well, watch this video clip because it's a game.
Hey, man, I hope y'all don't really watch Tucker Carlson.
No, I don't. Listen, I want to say, Sam,
that doesn't make me. I just got real scared.
I don't believe in that shit. I don't follow Fox, but what I'm just saying is this. It's plenty of healthcare. It's people even in the healthcare, and I'm talking about healthcare. They're not Republicans. They're not Democrats. It's people in the fields of healthcare that are still saying, nurses and doctors alike, that this still is a test. It's still a test.
It's a test.
No, you don't open
up the door, man. They won't get it. They won't get this nurses
because you don't put Tucker Carlson on the TV.
I didn't put that was the.
Hold on. But everybody on that damn channel before was saying, don't get the vaccine, don't get the vaccine. Then that shit started affecting all the states. Now go to Fox, outside of Tucker Carlson, go to Fox News and all that shit and listen to what they say now. Y'all need to get the vaccine.
At the same time, though, listen, nobody knows anything about this damn thing. What I'm saying is,
this shit hasn't been tested to that level, man. That's all.
Dude, that's
it's experimental, man. It's an experiment.
They're not experimenting on us.
Listen, you even have Fauci flip flopping right now. Oh. Wear a mask, not wear a mask, wear a mask. Don't do this.
You know
all this shit is an experiment, man. All this shit is an experiment.
Hold on. Do you know why he's saying wear the mask? Why he brought it back up?
Hey, Chris, why they ain't come out with? Why they ain't come out with? Why they ain't come out?
The Delta variant is more contagious. That's why he said you might want to put especially y'all that ain't vaccinated. You definitely want to be putting a damn mask on.
No, why they ain't come out with this shit? Immediately. Like what took so long?
Damn, it took long. What do you just said? It was too fast.
9 months. No, it took 9 months. It was
too fast. What are you talking about?
But that's the case. That's the point. It's like it took them 9 months.
So what?
What did they experiment on?
There was people, dude. They even showed them in Europe. There were people that they experimented.
The experiment is not the experiment is now, man. The experiment is now.
Now they back. Y'all. Oh my God! Hey, quit watching Tucker Carlson.
The experiment is now, man. Have had seizures, who've had heart problems and whatnot after taking the shot.
No.
Okay. What about the Johnson & Johnson?
Sims, what I'm saying is this: is people that do follow this, and I'm talking about real physicians and nurses. We ain't talking about no quack conspiracy theories. I don't believe in Tucker Carlson or shit that Fox News says. And I want to get that clear for everybody who watches and listens. But they have actually been doctors and physicians, and it's nurses, doctors, and physicians that have come out and said that they still feel the same way as we do, where the vaccine and things are moving too fast. Now, I can understand how you feel and saying it's your expression, but there are healthcare workers and people by the thousands that are refusing this in different places. So it's not just.
Go ahead. You got a family member who has a medical condition, and they're going to a hospital with a bunch of nurses that aren't vaccinated. You good with that?
I have a medical condition. I have sarcoidosis. I have sarcoid.
You have to go to the hospital, and you're going to a hospital with a bunch of unvaccinated nurses.
One thing about that is we still have to practice health and safety. See, that's the thing. It's not just vaccine. Let me finish, Sims. Because I'm not vaccinated. No, I am going to go because I don't know who has it. But listen to this, Sims. Let me explain this. Most people are catching the virus because people who are vaccinated are still carriers. It's not the people that say, listen, and you have this is basically, this ain't bad news. Sims, I go out every day, bro. First of all, I go to Virginia, and this is something I've witnessed. Virginia, most people who are vaccinated, once they say you don't have to wear masks, how many people were outside without a mask? And they still were carriers of the COVID virus. They were vaccinated, so they may not catch the illness, but they are still carriers.
Let me bring another fact to this.
No, but let me finish, Karen. Let me finish.
Well, so when you say, I'm going off every point you made. You just made.
No, what I'm saying is, when your question was, will I go to a place where people haven't been vaccinated? If I'm following healthy protocols to keep myself safe, no matter where I go, I have to do that. It don't matter if the hospital, grocery store, movie theater, dinner, you have to take precautions to wash your fucking hands, wear a mask, and stay a certain distance away from people so you don't catch it. Just because you're vaccinated does not mean that you are not a carrier for the virus. And that's what I'm saying.
You can still spread it.
So when
y'all can talk over me, or y'all can listen to. I mean, it's cool.
Okay, I'm just saying. What I'm saying is,
part of being vaccinated reduces the chances of you being able to spread it. That is
no, it's not.
Look it up, dog. CDC website, dog. Just look it up. You ain't got time to
CDC what I'm saying. You saying it lowers the chances, but that's not a 0%. It lowers the chance.
Chris Paul got vaccinated, and he caught this shit.
It lowers the chance.
I don't know nothing about Chris Paul. And Chris Paul answers up in the downstairs. Chris Paul never said he got vaccinated.
Whatchamacallit? What's my man that played for Duke and had the motorcycle accident?
Jason Williams.
Jay Williams was vaccinated and just talked about he has COVID.
Bro, what I'm saying, you right, Sam. It lessens your chance. Listen, it lessens your chances. But that's not a 0%. Just because you have a less chance of catching it doesn't mean you have a 0% chance. That is statistically what you're saying is everybody get vaccinated so you don't catch COVID. Bullshit. You're gonna get actually. Sims, and are they not saying now that the Johnson & Johnson and Pfizer are starting to manufacture boosters because the first 2 shots were maybe not effective enough?
Dude, when you get a flu vaccination, when you get any vaccination, it never says you're not going to get something 100%. I never said this was holy water.
Sims, listen,
since you are making it, you're trying to get something, which is a vaccine, to help prevent people around you and you spreading it to other people. That is what the vaccine does. It never said it was 100%.
So Sims, if you're vaccinated and you still contract COVID-19 or the Delta strain, right? You give it to me. Are you the carrier or me?
Because you definitely gonna get it because you ain't vaccinated.
Listen, this is a question. If you are vaccinated and you still carrier of the virus, and I don't have either vaccination,
I'm not agreeing with that point, dog, because the whole purpose of the vaccination reduces. I ain't saying it makes it null or void, but you reduce the chances of you able to spread. That is part of the vaccination. Y'all got to look this shit up, dog.
I'm saying. So me washing my hands, wearing the mask, social distancing, that's not reducing it at all either?
Dude, you can do that, but you're just doing physical stuff to try to keep yourself safe.
Roger Dodger made a good point. I want to touch on this before we get off it. He says, so if a vaccinated person can give it to an unvaccinated person, why would you want yourself or your kids to be unvaccinated? Great point, Roger Dodger. That's a great point.
Like I said, the point is, no matter if I choose to say I can find ways to social distance myself until I feel like at a point where, hey, I'm comfortable getting vaccinated, that should be my choice.
It is your choice.
And listen, what I'm saying, but my point is,
but understand this too, Dan. There's people out there who have practiced hellified safety. There's a couple that got vaccinated, went on vacation. They said they kept their mask on the entire motherfucking time.
And they
caught it.
So and they told an entire motherfucking lie. Because the only way you can get this shit is through touching your mouth or eyes or in the head. So you couldn't keep your mask on unless they just got that shit and rubbed it in their eyes. This shit don't rub through your skin. It's only an orifice fixation, so you have to touch your eyes, nose, and mouth. So if they kept their mask on the entire time and got sick, then somebody must have shoved it up their ass because there ain't no other way you can get this shit.
Hey, CDC, what you need to know: COVID-19 vaccines reduce the risk of people spreading the virus that causes COVID-19. It's the number 2 bullet point. Number 1, number 2. That's all I'm saying, dog. Y'all got to go to official places that handle diseases. Quit talking to random people.
That don't mean it's true because they saying it. That don't mean that's the truth because they saying it.
I'm going to ask a stupid question. I'm just going to ask a stupid question. Sims, is it FDA approved?
Is it FDA approved?
Right.
So my stepson was asking me that one. It's at the first level of FDA approval. FDA has to go through a certain period of time before they officially approve. But it is there. So once again, as the CDC says, because that's who I go off of, that's who my job goes off of. Y'all just go off people that you can't go off. We listen to the CDC until it comes to COVID-19.
So you can't go off of people that has had the actual experience. You can't go off of that either.
Hey, I got a question there. Don't we trust it? Do you trust your doctor? Go to your doctor then, man. Quit. Don't ask me.
I don't 100% trust the doctor. I don't 100% trust the doctor. Because I don't 100% trust my doctor. They don't always be right. It's a guess.
I can't do that for you, dog.
But Sims, if there are healthcare professionals themselves that are challenging this, then that notes that it's still even within the CDC and the regulation between the healthcare, it's still an issue.
You know where I'm coming from with this? Me and my wife watched some of the shows about people whose family has passed. And every one of them consistently saying the same shit y'all saying. The same words. Oh, we thought we were going to be fine. Oh, we didn't trust this. Oh, I watched this media.
We practice social distancing.
These people are dying, dog. So what
I'm saying to y'all, I practice social distancing too, and I caught it.
Yeah, they all did this stuff, dog, but they still caught it. And one of them usually makes it, and one of them passes. You don't know how many relationships I see where it seems to be the woman a lot that makes it, and the man passes. So all I'm saying to y'all is I would rather y'all get the damn vaccine, especially you, Rock. I know you work with the public. I know you would. I mean, it's just me want to look out for y'all, though. Y'all should go get
it. I got a globe. I don't know if you've ever seen my videos. I got a
my
globe
thing is, and my thing
face,
to that is this, Sims. If we choose not to, why should we be villainized by the rest?
I'm not going to villainize
it. It is. No, listen. What I'm saying is, because listen, it is because my initial response, your initial response to me saying we not getting it is you laugh like, oh my God, there's something wrong with y'all. It wasn't. You know what, dog? I feel you. Yours was y'all making stupid fucking decisions not by getting it. That's what it was. You can't put off your initial reaction.
I apologize if I hurt your feelings. I still want you to get the damn vaccine, though. It ain't gonna
no, but I'm saying
you hurt my feelings.
What I'm saying, what I'm saying.
Have y'all seen the videos though?
What I've noticed and what I've seen is people that are not vaccinated, we're getting and they're blaming us. Like I've watched enough media, I watch enough shit. It's always if you're not vaccinated, you're a health risk.
It's now being said that the people who have had the vaccine are the ones doing the spreading
because they keep taking their mask off.
Dude, so me personally, I can't answer all this stuff.
No, I'm not. What I'm saying is
everywhere. All I know our whole life before recent years, if the CDC says something, we follow it. We had issues when Obama was the president. They did the shit they were supposed to do. We didn't get that little. I think it was a bird something and some other.
I didn't take the H1N1.
But all I'm saying is they got ahead of it because they did what the government.
I haven't honestly.
All I'm saying is our whole life. All I'm saying is our whole life. They told you to get the flu shit. You might not have
never got it. Never got it.
But you might have caught the flu at some point.
Never had that either. Hey, bro, listen, let me tell you some real shit.
That's you. But there's plenty of people that got the flu. All I'm saying is
I'm gonna be mad as hell. I get this goddamn shot and die. I'm gonna be mad as hell.
Hey, I'm with you on that. I'm with you, bro. Hey, if I go out when I get this shot, I'm letting motherfuckers know my henchmen. They gonna come get some motherfuckers.
I'm sick as shit right now, man.
I haven't took a flu shot or vaccination in years of any kind before COVID.
I never took it. I don't take those shots. I don't take those shots.
And I'm fine. I've never had
and they tell you the same. And they tell you the same shit about the flu shot. You need.
Every year.
I never took that shit.
This ain't the flu, though, dog. This is not.
Yeah, this ain't the flu, y'all. This ain't the flu.
It's not that it's the flu, but it's not that it's the flu. It's the same type of argument they give you for that same shit. Not to say that. I mean,
not too many. There's a very small percentage that die from the flu, dog. It's usually from dehydration or something.
Well, we're talking about catching. We're talking about.
Hold on, Dan.
Even with the flu, you don't have long-term effects of it. That motherfuckers that got COVID that didn't die, these motherfuckers can't smell, can't breathe.
No. Sam, not only that, Sam.
It's just about death, dog. It ain't got to be because you got to die.
Listen, I caught COVID a year ago. Actually, around this time, I missed my daughter's 9th birthday. Listen, I'm praying her birthday is in a couple of days. I want to go see that birthday because I missed the last one. However, there's people who never fully ever recover from COVID. They still have some type of shit going on with their body.
I got a neighbor down the street that can't smell still, dog.
Listen.
He got it 4 months ago.
There's times that I just don't feel right. And I'm going to be honest. I question if that's still the motherfucking COVID, in my system. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I am going to go talk to my doctor, though, because after seeing Lamar Jackson, because it was always said that if you catch COVID, you're like the least susceptible chance of catching it twice. You're like
90 days. 90 days you have. It's something like that with the antibody.
They said you would get antibody. I mean,
this shit is all an experiment, man. All this shit is in it.
But after seeing Lamar Jackson catch it as fast as that nigga is, twice.
Hey, but real talk, as healthy as he is,
and as healthy as he is, twice. This nigga caught it twice in 2 years. The same time around the. Come on, bro.
You need to stay out the club. You need to stay out the club.
That's probably exactly where he is.
Right. And that's what I mean. It's also people catching it because they're doing shit that they're not mindful of. It's a lot of shit you can be mindful of.
Think about this, y'all. How many people, Because I went to Target. I go to Target. I love Target. Target got some bad hoes. Goddamn it! I be in that motherfucker like, oh, hoes in this motherfucker.
I don't go
to Target. Go to Target to buy something, man. Quit looking.
I go to Target to buy something, man. And look at the hoes, man. What the hell are you talking about? But it's a lot of motherfuckers in there. I don't wear a mask when I go to Target. You know.
I don't wear a mask at all. I'm vaccinated. I be out.
Listen. There's a lot of people.
So right there, you're vaccinated.
Anytime I'm not in my car, my mask on. So,
when I leave home, my mask is on, and that's what I mean. See, it's the actual lackadaisical approach to, well, I'm fine now. I can do what I want, but it's not that way. It's not, and this is all these numbers. All these numbers are going up. Let me finish. All these numbers that are going up cannot be from unvaccinated people because it's dangerous. It's dangerous. No, it's not, because not that many unvaccinated people can spread this shit amongst people that's been vaccinated. That don't even make sense. It wasn't even that many motherfuckers getting unvaccinated that was catching it before they got a fucking vaccine. You telling me that people are more susceptible to dying, catching a virus, and just walking around with it other than motherfuckers that's been vaccinated? It don't make that doesn't even make sense, bro. There's no way that you can tell me that unvaccinated people are spreading COVID when you just said, as a vaccinated person, you're walking around with no mask on.
Oh, no, it's a proven fact that the people dying in the hospital are dying because they have not gotten the vaccine.
Listen, that's different than spreading and dying. Two different things. You are spreading the virus because you feel like you have immunity. So you're carrying it into other places. If you're dying, you ain't going but to one motherfucking place, and that's the infirmary. That's ICU. How many motherfuckers in the ICU gonna pass around COVID if they already in the hospital on a fucking life support breathing machine?
Vaccinated people may be able to spread the coronavirus and should resume wearing masks under certain circumstances. The nation's top public health official said Tuesday in a gloomy acknowledgement that the mutated Delta variant has reversed the promising trend lines of spring.
I live in DC, bro. I live in
DC. And coming off what you just said, at our store, we're actually probably about to start wearing masks, which I have no issue with. But it's only because of the Delta variant being passed around with unvaccinated people.
If you believe that I got some stand to say you off the beach. If you really believe that unvaccinated people are walking around spreading a mutated disease, but they ain't going to the hospital, but the vaccinated people are not spreading disease, and they're the ones that's being more careless.
It's like you trying to have a battle with vaccinated to unvaccinated. This whole debate started over football and should they be vaccinated. The reason I feel like they should is because you look at everybody on that football team that's literally a valuable asset because they make an insane amount of money. Why would you put somebody in that mix that can get those assets sick and also make it where your team can't play? Then these motherfuckers need to be vaccinated. Now they say 80%.
But I thought if your choice and you want to get vaccinated, and those other players who are vaccinated, what's the problem? They're not going to get it, right?
The NFL made a rule where if you have an outbreak on your team, that they literally gonna make you forfeit games or something.
Yeah, they go. Yeah, and you get fined for forfeit.
Hey,
and that's what I said.
Like Don said, and see what happens. Hey, like Don said, I'm gonna go get this shot tomorrow. If I die afterwards, my henchmen gonna come get all you COVID supporters.
But I'm with Dan. I'm with Dan. They gonna blame the shit on the people that's unvaccinated, but they're not going. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna blame that. That's the person that passed it. Yeah, they're gonna blame it. They're not gonna blame it.
This is not a laughing matter, man, because a lot of people have died from this shit.
You're not saying that. Well, I'm just
saying I'm making light of. I was making light of it, saying that if I die when I get the shot, because I'm going to get the shot. I am. I mean, I made my mind up. I will talk about
that's hey yo, fuck that, yo. Vaccinated people think they better, man. Motherfuckers think they better, yo. That's what it is, yo. Motherfuckers think they better than us, yo.
Hey, Don. And
hey,
yo,
Sims think he better than us. Hey,
Sims
think he better than us, yo.
I'm starting to see a trend where unvaccinated people. No, listen, I'm serious. It's starting to become a trend where people that are vaccinated are looking at people that's unvaccinated as not being miseducated and fucking stupid. That's what it is.
I'm not that person. I came at y'all and I brought up facts, I brought up stories, I brought up incidents, and I want y'all to get vaccinated. Because the shit I'm hearing y'all say, me and my wife, like I said, we watch these shows where people talk about people that passed, people in their family. They're saying the same shit y'all saying. They have their evidence. They're saying, oh, vaccinated, unvaccinated. Dude, if somebody get that shit, the motherfuckers got a chance of passing. Just get the vaccine. So, please.
All right, let me play this next video right quick, man. There's some crazy shit. We're about to get to some crazy shit.
An Aurora family had quite their flight to Texas this week. Apparently, someone thought they looked quite suspicious together.
Well, they have a good idea about what that other passenger had them so concerned. And today, they told Denver 7's Brian Wang all about it.
I feel bad. I don't know. Knowing that you might have to go through that.
Lakeisha Bailey and her 4-year-old adopted sister, Olivia Fry, continue to console each other after their relationship was questioned Tuesday morning at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport.
There was 2 police officers, and they came up to me, and they're like, we need to talk. Is it okay if we talk to you? He asked Libby if she knows me, and what am I to her? And then he asked what my mom was to her.
And the questions continued. According to Bailey, officers spoke with Fry's legal mother and a social worker to confirm information. The officers would follow them to baggage claim before speaking with the person who picked them up.
The whole time they were talking to us, people kept staring at us, like whispering and stuff like that.
Bailey says the experience was humiliating.
Okay, well, I'm going to stay by your side. I'm going to stay by your side, too.
So how did these 2 sisters get caught up with police? According to a statement by Frontier Airlines, a concern was raised during the flight by another passenger who was sitting near the woman and child and suspected human trafficking. That passenger approached the flight crew with those concerns and subsequently completed a written report during the flight to document her observations.
Hey, look,
the captain
it is what it is, baby.
Felt an obligation to report the matter.
Denver
Denver 7 asked Frontier for that report. So far, no response. A DFW Department of Public Safety incident report confirms officers investigated the matter. For Bailey, the underlying factor is obvious.
The roles were changed, and it was a white person walking off the plane with a black person, like a black child. I feel like things would be different.
Now Bailey and her family are considering legal action against the airlines.
They thought she saved the child.
So what y'all think, man? Would you think the same shit, or would you just not even give a fuck at all?
Hey, what I've been saying, listen, it is rules do not apply. Is the same in every situation. If that was a black girl with a white baby, a white girl with a black child, they would have automatically said, oh, this is your little adopted, or they thought they just brought it back from Africa and they were just flying back home.
Angelina Jolie.
For 17 cents a day, she was feeding some fucking kid, because she was black and it was a little white baby. That's what it was. They felt like.
But how do we know? How do we know what color the people who made the assumptions and raised the flag? How do we know what color they were?
Betty, white.
Hold on. We gotta guess who snitched.
Airport Karen.
Come on, was it a black person or a white person that snitched on this shit? Like
damn well ain't no black person.
Let's be for real. Who you think
damn well.
Hold on. Fuck that. Was it a white lady? White?
Ain't no white lady. Ain't no white lady. I mean, you know what? I'm just trying to think.
What you about to say?
Who the fuck really everybody gives a fuck? Who ain't no? I don't know, because see, the thing about it is black folks hate on each other the worst out of any goddamn body.
Oh,
you know what? It's true on that, but
it is. But in this case, I don't think they would hate on this.
We don't give a fuck who you walking around with.
Hey, Rock, you got banned off Facebook by Karen. Continue.
Yeah. By an algorithm, my friend. By an algorithm.
A Karen algorithm.
If you can't tell me that the police, this out her own mouth, the police questioned her relationship with this child even her mother, even followed them to baggage claim, and then followed them to the person that was actually picking the child up because someone on the plane said, hey, there's a black girl with
oh
a
my God, I
small
think
white
she's in
child.
danger. I think she's in danger.
Right. And
yeah. Somebody had to exaggerate that shit.
I wish we knew the facts about it. You know what I mean? Because I mean, of course, we're going to make the assumption that
but why would we make that assumption?
Well, I mean, you know, the times we live in. But I mean, just think about it though. Like I said, our race hates on its own each other so much that you know.
Older white lady, man. It was older white lady, man.
First of all, I see plenty of black women and blacks. We see plenty of blacks walking around with white children because a lot of times they're babysitting them. They work for families. We will assume more that the person is a caretaker other than a child smuggler. Now, we might say that might be her nanny or she might be just accompanying, but to have ideas of child abduction, come on, bro. I'll say it. It was a white person that went.
At the end of the day, though, I can understand. You know, when I say understand, you question them, you got your right answer. Child says they good, on your way. We have to take precautions, you know, but because it's a what if? What if it was a child smuggler?
The only reason I give you pushback on that is a cop shouldn't be coming up to me unless they have reasonable cause.
Probable cause, right?
You can't have somebody assume something and then you come question me about it. I'm telling you, kiss my ass.
Well, ain't nobody stealing no goddamn white baby. Ain't no motherfucking body stealing no white baby. What the fuck type shit is that?
Right. So that's all I'm saying. That's what I don't agree.
Goddamn white babies. White babies.
Let's just say hypothetically, this was a smuggling situation. Then what we saying? We still saying they shouldn't have came up to him and talked.
This when I'm gonna talk. This when I'm gonna say some shit. This when I'm asking questions. Like if she was with these motherfuckers or something like this, then I probably would. That was some shit. That's some shit that I would question, but I wouldn't question.
What y'all with this little white girl?
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, that would be some shit that make me say, "Hey, what the fuck going on?" Hey, I'm.
And you know what? I mean, you're right. Listen, they don't have the right. They don't have the right at all. I get it.
And as many and I'm not saying that, but as many white.
You know what I said?
What you say?
White baby tomorrow.
As many as white families.
We here.
White families, man.
I will still be a white baby tomorrow.
Hey, yo, we about to Facebook about to hit the mute joint on that show.
I'm just kidding. Don't cut them out with that bullshit.
Now, as many as white families travel with small black children, you never heard of this shit popping up.
Yeah,
I would hope that the story would have like told on the people who actually, you know. I mean, we know that it was a white person. I was just trying to hope that they would shed some light on really who did it. You know, I mean, what if it was a white lady and a black lady?
This is a white lady, man. This was definitely an older white lady, man.
An airplane
over 50.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, she told that shit.
Because you know, black folks are a little bit more trusting. So if you were sitting in the row with a black child and a small white baby, you say, man, who's that? Oh, that's my adopted sister. We'll leave that shit right then and there.
Black people probably
not all the time. They be like, girl, they stole that white baby.
Like, I can't speak for all black people, but I'm very good at just minding my own damn business. Like,
you just gotta mind your motherfucking business.
That would help.
Now, this story comes back, and it was some old black women who snitched on these people, man. We're gonna have to do some digging. Yeah. If it was some old black people that just snitched on his family, shame on y'all. If it was a white lady, we already know that's what they do.
What was that movie with Method Man and Red Man? The motherfucker put the powder in his hand and slap motherfuckers and pimp.
But yeah, that racism. That's what we see. That's what people undergo. So that's how it is, man.
Nobody steal no damn white babies.
Especially not black people, because we know this is going to happen.
Black people,
because we know that this is what's going to happen.
That shit to get the fence into your crib fast as shit. You can go to the playground with the little white baby. They stole that baby.
Hey man, but before we close out, man, former
NBA
player Lamar Odom boxing Riddick Bowe in a celebrity bout, man. What y'all think about that?
Night Ninja. Night
Riddick Bowe gonna knock his mother.
Hey, New York is taking this L. New York is going to take this L.
You really think he's gonna beat Riddick Bowe?
Baltimore.
Hey, Al, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if he just got the muscle memory. It's probably gonna be the muscle memory. He seemed a little off, a little bit. Like Both seems a little off. I'm actually worried about him fighting. I mean, he seems a little off, so I don't. Yeah,
Riddick Bowe has always looked tough, slow. But them damn hands will come at you.
But that's what I said. If it's just the muscle, if it's just the muscle, and they clearing them. But yeah, I mean, I would expect
Lamar Odom did not look good against that damn Carter kid.
Against the
I expect him to knock him out.
So I do expect a big knockout. If they're allowing knockouts.
I like this type of shit. I like this type of shit, man, because this is like the hypothetical shit that you might be talking about. Like, I like shit like this. You don't like this?
I want to think about Lamar Odom until you put that name in front of me. I ain't thought about that motherfucker in years.
I don't think it's not too many heavyweight champions of any kind of rank that's going to lose to an ex-NBA basketball player.
It's the hypotheticals though, man. But you know,
I need people to start thinking. If he was fighting an ex-MMA fighter in a boxing match, he might have a chance.
I refuse to pay for this. I might not even watch the YouTube video that replays this shit.
Hey, Fire Stick. Fire Stick. Matter of fact, yo, I'm gonna have this shit up on here, man.
We're gonna stream this shit.
I'm gonna stream this shit right here. I'm gonna pull everybody in.
New York taking an L for this one.
Why? What's the New York though? They both from New York.
Riddick Bowe,
I thought Riddick Bowe was from Baltimore.
Riddick Bowe, Brooklyn.
He moved. Don't he live out Maryland still?
He trained out of Baltimore.
He is Brooklyn.
When you go
he might live there now. He is Brooklyn.
Because you know a lot of niggas claim spots in New York, but them niggas really not from there.
Riddick Tyson was from the same area.
Riddick Bowe been living in Maryland for 20 some odd years. He's still from Brooklyn. He been living here for 20 years, man.
Once you have that tag, you are always that tag. Listen, he is Brooklyn.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question. If Mike Tyson was to offer one of us a fight to boost the ratings, which one of y'all gonna take the fight?
I'm fighting that motherfucker in a heartbeat.
What you mean? Hold up. What you mean you fighting him in a heartbeat?
Because I'm assuming I'm getting paid for it.
Yeah, I'm getting paid, and it's gonna boost the ratings. I'm gonna take that. Yeah, I'll take that out.
I got a heavy bag. If I turn the camera, I know I ain't beating them. I got a heavy bag, speed bag, all right in the next room.
Hey, Bruce Lee once said, Bruce Lee said, boards don't hit back. I think it was that the heavy bag.
I ain't even gonna lie, man. Tyson is probably like that's the one dude I ain't fucking with, yo. I ain't messing with Tyson.
I would do it for the entertainment, but I'm just gonna let y'all know if I take a body punch in my arm, if I take an arm body punch, I'm just letting you know I'm going down. I'm not gonna
man. You gotta go out, dog. You gotta at least hit Tyson. You gotta at least hit him, dog.
If he hits me one, he probably will swing, and just me trying to get out of the way.
He gonna give you a liver punch. Listen, you gonna shit on yourself.
I'm done, man.
Can you think about what that'd do to you if you was that one civilian and knock Tyson out?
It's not gonna happen. It's gonna be like, hey,
yo, that already happened.
That ain't gonna happen. See, the thing is, with these celebrity jumps, somebody eventually gonna get ill.
But
yeah, it's gotta happen. This Lamar fighting, man.
He's gonna gain ground on me.
Check out Lamar
fighting. That crazy shit. He's fighting that dumb kid. But Tyson's gonna gain so much ground on you.
You better tighten that belly up.
The action is done. Yeah, that's who he fought against, bro. Look at this.
Shit, he take a shot.
You see Carter up there hitting him up in the head. Let go. Both are the same height as this dude.
He's sleep.
Then he's like, boy band. This little white boy band.
Hey, Lamar can't.
What happened? You just been
shit. Lamar can't fight shit.
No, he can't.
It's a knockout. It's a knockout in the streets.
I'm already telling you, they're allowing them to get, hit, allowing them to do a knockout. This dude with headgear will get knocked
Riddick
out by Riddick
Bowe
Bowe.
is going. It's going to be literally when they say you got
yeah.
2 hits. Riddick Bowe's going to go in. He's going to throw that old school jab and that lazy ass straight right down the
You see that soft body? You see that soft body in there?
Yeah, that's gonna be up.
No, I'm gonna tell you what's happening. You know, Riddick Bowe is known for that mean 1-2. That jab followed by that right hand. He's going to sleep. Lamar's going to catch them 2 on the chin, and he's going to tap out right then. His legs going to stay.
I'm taking that check. He can whoop my ass. I know. I might
whoop the shit out of me. I'm gonna take my chances.
Well, I'm just saying I would take the check because he's not even going to whoop the shit out of me. He's just going to hit me, and my fight is over with. I'm not even going to.
Hey, I'll fight Lamar Odom and think I got a chance.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll be Lamar.
No, I'm not taking.
Hey, listen, I ain't letting this soft ass basketball player with me.
Oh,
there it is. Look at him. He already. He
a challenge?
Wait, want to throw the jab? Yeah, he ready.
Let's go.
We already know what you said. Yeah, we already know what you said.
You said you ain't gonna let
put it out there.
Basketball player.
Hey, get me in the ring with one of them softies, especially LeBron. I want LeBron.
LeBron,
and you know what? He said, "I like skin optimism." Light skin optimism. Fuck that. Hey, Steph, I would pay whatever. I would pay 1 month's rent just to see you get in the ring with LeBron James, just to see the ass.
He said, "I'll pay 1 month's rent
just to see take that."
Just to see you get your ass.
The worst thing about it,
I'm whooping his ass. I'm gonna whoop his ass.
If you got knocked out by LeBron James, you are
gonna whoop his ass.
And you know you ain't gonna never hit it. That's how the show gonna start off. That's how the show. That's how the show. Yeah.
If you can hear about it, I have it on my phone.
That
2K Dad. yeah, that shit definitely be that'll be the intro to every
instead
show.
of downplaying
2K and Dad, Step Lover, and then when Step come on, he get knocked out or something. Step Lover, yo, Step Lover.
Hey, I'll make headlines, goddammit.
Hey, as soon as he say what it do, just cut right to it. That's
what it do.
What it do. Boom. Oh man.
Hey, you got me fucked up. I'm knocking that nigga out. You got me fucked up. I ain't never winning no motherfucker fight thinking I was gonna lose.
Hey, okay. Respect that. Respect that. I give you that one. Because
I got light skin power on my side.
If I fight Tyson, I'm going in there knowing I'm gonna lose. There ain't gonna be no thinking. I know I'm gonna lose.
I'm gonna try to beat Tyson.
Oh, I hit Mike Tyson.
I'm gonna try to knock Tyson out. I'm gonna try to knock him the fuck out.
I'm just trying.
My thing is this.
Why not?
If you go in,
because I don't even think Roy Jones tried. Roy Jones ain't even tried. He was on the defensive mode.
Because Roy Jones said he felt the power, and that man, he said he felt it.
Well, I want to feel the power, goddammit.
Roy Jones ain't been the same since he got knocked out by what they call that?
Tarver.
This is definitely KD. That man just said LeBron. This is definitely KD.
He said LeBron will be flopping. They might give me a technical for hitting that nigga.
Hey, that'd be funny as shit though. You'll hit him and then a ref will call a check on your ass.
Or he start crying.
You hit him and they throw the towel in on your side.
Hey, look down on like that. Hey, look down on like that. Look behind Don at that poster he got in his wall.
You see LeBron behind him over there.
Hey, you know what's crazy shit everybody asks about Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson one of them people that you don't even have to get him in a charity boxing match for him to whoop your ass. You just say something he don't like.
Yeah,
you don't even need the charity boxing match.
You know you did an asshole. You did an asshole.
Right. And he's coming.
Hey,
I was looking at that shit
y'all
with him.
See how he had that nigga? Dog, you see how he had that nigga Boosie? He had Boosie sweating, crying.
Hey, I saw that interview. Yeah, he had Boosie. Hey, he was composed in that interview, bro.
He said, "Are you gay?" I mean, Bruce, these are hardcore thug rappers on Hotbox with Mike Tyson. He comes on and say, "So what, you gay?" Anybody else like, "I ain't no motherfucking gay," Mike? They be like, "Nah, Mike, I ain't gay." He just talked shit.
He was like,
"Nah, hold on. What we say? Hold on, Dad. Yeah, we already said that, man. Go ahead, man.
Go ahead, Mike.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead,
Mike.
And
then Mike Tyson like,
go ahead with all that.
Nah. And Mike Tyson will take it fight. Nah, motherfucker. I think you gay, motherfucker. And but you be like, at what point is the super thug gonna come out? You
Hey,
like,
listen,
man, Mike, go ahead, Mike.
and then he hits you with this. And once you just shut your punk ass, I kiss you in your mouth, punk bitch.
Yeah.
You be like, nah, don't do that, Mike. Don't do that. Go ahead, Mike.
Go ahead. Hey, Don.
Go ahead, man.
Hey, Mike,
go ahead, Mike. Hey, Mike, go ahead, man.
Be good, man.
Hey, what the lock say? The lock said, man, we was about to poke that nigga.
Yeah, they about to poke him, but they ain't want it. They said he was. They said he was wilding. Yeah, they said that.
Respect go to Whack 100 though, because Whack 100 is one of those people. He definitely stood. I mean, he took a beating, but he stood his ground. I give Whack 100 that. He was the only person to go on Mike Tyson's hot boxing, because I watch hot boxing with Mike Tyson all the time. He was the only person that actually stood his ground, even though he took an ass whooping and stood for what he stood for. Mike Tyson had celebrities, different rappers, and he's all put them in precarious situations where he said something and they just smooth that shit over like icing. Whack 100, even though the next day he was showing medication and pain pills and shit that he was taking, he still stood his ground. So shouts out to Whack 100.
Hold on. Tyson beat up Whack 100?
Yeah, because Whack 100 said some disparaging shit about Tupac, and you know Mike Tyson and Tupac, that was his man. So Whack 100 said some disparaging. You can look it up on Mike Tyson hotboxing. He said some disparaging shit about.
Gotta be on YouTube.
Yeah, he said some disparaging shit about Tupac that Mike.
And not only that, Whack 100, he a real motherfucker.
And Mike Tyson basically was like, "Yo, fuck you, blah blah blah." And Whack 100 stood his ground, and Mike put the pause on him right quick. And Mike Tyson was like, "Fuck it, I took an ass whooping, but at least I stood my ground." And yeah, that was some real shit. You can look it up. Mike Tyson.
I'm tasing Mike Tyson. I'm punching when he hit the ground.
He gave Whack 100 the business. But like I said, hey, the man stood his ground. So at the end of the day, you can't say nothing against him. He stood his ground.
Mike, I ain't scared of you, Mike.
Right, and that's how I went.
Boom, 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 boom.
No, I just Whack 100, motherfucker.
Now one day we would
Oh, this
the locks joint.
Even know it.
Yeah.
Deserve it. I thought you was passing it to me.
Man, let's keep it going.
I cheated.
Good. I like this.
We was backstage.
This from the Noriega podcast.
Somehow D and Y wasn't around. None of the camp, none of that. It was us three, Eve. I think Wood was there. I want to say Wood and somebody else. Tyson was hardcore, G'd up Tyson.
But is he drunk or you don't know? Or he just?
I don't even think he's drunk.
Cocaine.
I think he's just that
sounds like cocaine is involved.
I think he's eating your child stage. I don't even think cocaine.
So eat your child stage?
Yeah, like I eat your kids.
Oh yeah, that's cocaine.
I eat your kids. I think it's around like you eat your kids vibe.
Yeah.
Now, but none of the OGs is around. It's us three.
All right, just y'all three.
And a couple of our homies. Like maybe one a man. Like he had a stick man. I had a stick man. Tyson is talking crazy though. He's talking crazy to all kind of chicks though. Not just Eve. But not like he's just like he ain't talking to crazy it's not crazy disrespectful, but it's like the type if it's somebody you could beat, you'd be like, yo, watch your fucking mouth. But it's Mike Tyson, so you can't beat him, so you can't say, watch your fucking mouth. Like, so now he's looking at Eve. I think Eve looked like a red bone steak to him. So he's kind of on more on an edge. But Eve's with us, so she's looking at us like the big bros. We ain't got the bigger bros around. Now it's us, like that's the big homie. That's Tyson. We grew up on Mike.
Yeah.
That's Iron Mike. We know he could sleep all of us. Dead. He could sleep all of us.
Yeah, sleep everybody.
But he's talking crazy. The talk is crazy. None of us know. We know we can't beat him. Now it come to a decision. He's gonna keep talking to Eve. We might gotta poke Mike. It came to that. We gotta poke Mike. We can't beat Uncle. We can't beat Mike. We gotta poke Mike. Now it's like we gotta poke Mike, but who's gonna poke him? And how they gonna poke him? Whoever run up on him is sleep.
Night.
Whoever run up on Mike is going to sleep ASAP. No doubt. He's the biggest one out of all of us.
Right, the biggest nigga got
the biggest one. He's the strongest one.
She said, I don't remember this.
He's the strongest one, the biggest one.
Or did he volunteer, or did niggas put him, give him that position?
They might give me my position.
I think it was 60-40. We gave him the position, 40 he volunteered. It was 60-40 kind of, maybe 55-45. I may be wrong.
But
somewhere in that
Mike
thing.
with though? He got bodyguards?
Mike is dolo.
Mike is dolo.
What's the dolo?
Yeah.
He was
nigga by himself.
He got bodyguards. He said, nah, that nigga's dolo.
Nigga by
Jack. He wasn't with Jack. See, we know Mike and we know Jack. They love us. We fan. That's not happening. Eve is the steak. Eve is the steak. He's with us. None of the big homies is around. Luch, we gotta hold Eve down. Like that's what, like we came to the conclusion. We can't let Mike keep. So now we kind of like nervous. Well, we ain't nervous. We came up with the plan. We're gonna knock out whoever grab him first. That was Luch. That's why I don't remember. He was the most victim. Like you gotta go first, Luch. Like he was the biggest. So he had to go first. We planned to grab him. We know whoever tried to grab him first, he was gonna knock out. And then he was gonna knock out the second nigga. So it was kind of you and Wood. It was kind of Wood and Luch on the grab up, and the other niggas on the poke him in case it go wrong. Poke him. They gotta grab him. You gonna knock him out. Somebody gotta poke him from the back.
Yeah. As fucked up as this is.
That's a well thought out plan, man. Shit.
That ain't no damn well thought out plan.
But
we was kind of like I ain't gonna lie, we was like on it was like an official but sucker nigga like, yo, chill. Like we was hitting him with that. Like after a minute, it went to the yo, chill. Yo, chill. Like he was like, yo, chill. Like, yo, gotta chill. It wasn't like a D block, though, yo, fucking chill. It was like, yo, chill, like, yo, you gotta chill, like, yo, chill, dog. Yo, dog, chill. It went to her like, yo, dog, chill. But it wasn't that like official, like.
What happened with Eve after?
Eve didn't know about our plan. It was us in the huddle.
No, but where'd she go?
She kept going. She kept moving. We told Eve. And that was the sucker shit. I ain't gonna lie, though. I wanted to leave that out. You fucked it up. We told Eve bounce. Make it better. Yeah, Eve.
Now that wasn't sucker. That was real.
Yeah, yo.
Hey, dog, listen. That's what Mike Tyson is one of those people, man, that you gonna tell him to chill. I don't give a fuck. Like somebody always said, what if Mike Tyson slapped your mother? It's a situation where you're gonna have to go, damn, Mike, now I got to die? This like, what did she do? That's just a question.
Man. What she do? Tyson right there, you ain't got the body in between.
We your biggest fans, Mike. No, that ain't right. You know,
we're gonna get Tyson back. We're just gonna sue him.
Hey, I watched this shit on Fat Joe, and they said Mike Tyson is one of the athletes that had the most lawsuits for assault because of people. Even Mike Tyson took credit. He said it was a lot of people when he was at the height of his boxing career in New York, besides Mitch Bud Green, that would literally talk shit to Mike Tyson for him to slap the fuck out of him and knock him out, and they would go right to a lawsuit after they did it. He said he got so many lawsuits.
We about to roll, man. Rock out. I'm about to roll. Yeah, man. We definitely went over, man. Yeah, Rock about to roll out, man. But we about to roll too, man.
Yeah, but like I said, this is Mike Tyson stories, man. There's a lot of people. If you watch, for fans out there of the show, look up Mike Tyson stories, and you'll hear that this man he's a fucking gladiator. But we got Step though.
Yeah, I'm a gladiator too. I'm a motherfucking soldier.
Thank y'all for joining us, man. Fuck your opinion. Share the stream for the podcast. We out.
Hey, next week, check us out, man. We're gonna do a fucking Bismarcky. Rest in peace, Bismarcky, man. We're gonna do a Bismarcky memorial. I'm gonna have a well-known DJ Alizé, man. You know, this dude be in New York, be DC, Maryland. One of Bismarcky's best friends, man. We're gonna do something real nice on this joint, man. Hopefully next Thursday.
All right, man. All right, peace, everybody.
Peace, people.